Hi. Oh, why is that? Okay, there we go. Hi, guys. Hello. I need to turn my phone a little bit. I bonked it right when I got back in the room. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hello. Welcome to our special secret Deathmark stream. Hi, everyone. Thank you guys for coming. It's good to see you again, Dylan. Toby, PK. Welcome on in, everybody. We're going to be doing chapter 5 today. And I hope you guys are ready for some comfy, spooky horror. Oh, hi, Lucky. Welcome, welcome. Pitathon, too. Yeah, we are not playing bingo today. We're not playing bingo today, but we'll probably have a bingo segment during tomorrow. Special debut on Twitch. I need to make a new board, though. I need to make a new board. I need to get the Discord channel for bingo boards up. Not today. Not today. As I wanna get a new board made. For Kitsu. I want us to do the one very specifically, not just Kitsu, but the one that we talked about where it was like multiple people are on the same board, where it's like there's Maze and there's me and there's like all of our best words, and the person who fumbles the most, you know, kind of has to do like a batsu kind of thing. I think that sounds really fun. But that requires two things. One, it requires figuring out which people, and then ensuring all of them show up on the same stream. But we have a special event tomorrow, right? That's when my partner debut is. I'm okay. Morning voice, real bad. Morning voice was real bad today. I've got my hot coffee. I've got myself some iced lemonade. I'm going to be knocking back the liquids, and all the talking I have to do in these visual novel streams will warm my voice up as we go. Were you winking your eye? Yes. I'm actually very bad at winking. Funny story. I'm like super awkward about it. You guys want to know something really weird before we start? I can only wink and smirk on the left side of my face. My right side, it doesn't look like it can't, but the muscles, I can't move them those directions. But I blink just fine. I don't look like I have issues with my muscles on my face in the slightest. But the right side of my face, it refuses to wink, refuses to smirk. I can't even, like, shift my mouth in that direction. It just doesn't work. I don't know why. My right side's expressionless. You were the first person, Dylan, I've ever met that is the same way. So the right side just doesn't give a shit. The right side doesn't have an ounce of empathy or emotion. It's just there. Mayhaps a stroke. I've been like this since I was a little kid. That's the thing that's weird. Otherwise I would have thought maybe, but I've been this way since I was like 5 or 6. Deathmark? You mean 666? Frankly, I almost feel like that might be a better thing than what we're currently dealing with. But are you guys ready? We're gonna go ahead and warm right in and get the chapter started. Which save? These all have the same time. So I just went through and saved over everything, right? Yeah. You made it back just in time, Isun. Alright, I think it said we're gonna talk to continue last time? Yeah. Oh, I need to move my phone. It's in front of the text box. There we go. Pokemon drip, hell yeah, and hi operative. You have time off? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Oh, you know what? I should quickly TLDR for anyone who's coming in on this stream exclusively. I'm pretty sure everyone in chat has been here for the rest, but there's always the VOD watchers. If you've missed out on the other Deathmark streams, definitely check them out. They're in the same playlist. But Deathmark is a visual novel, horror point-and-click game where we are an amnesiac with a mysterious mark on our arm. We found ourselves outside of this mansion with no understanding of why we're here. And a talking doll told us that that mark means we're going to die soon. Throughout the course of the game, we have met many other people with similar marks and ghosts that are haunting them too, and we've taken out each ghost along the way, saving every single person that we can, still with a limited amount of understanding about ourselves. We assume that it deals with these missing Buddha statues that were stolen, but honestly, there's too much up in the air. Last chapter, our lovely talking doll that has been guiding us was mysteriously destroyed, along with a black bunny that had been following us too. So now we're truly in the dark, and we're following the only lead we have. And yes, trigger warnings, this game is dark. It is a horror game in the most honest of senses. There will be talk of suicide, there will be talk of murder, there will be talk of all kinds of really bad subjects, and visuals. So, if you're ready to buckle in knowing what you're going into, let's start. Mary isn't here anymore. Should I rest for the day? Yeah, we're going to bed. I decide to rest now. We're not eating the Benoy. Chapter 4, Miss Zoo, over? Honestly, I should have gotten us this screen last time. Well, I don't know if you're here, but Nikita, thank you for following my Twitch. It's been nearly a day since we found Mary. We're like a boat adrift on the ocean without a compass to guide us. Who knows where the currents will take us? Will we find salvation at the end? Hey, Mr. Steps. It looks like we wasted a whole day. Is it gonna be like this every day? If you're done checking in here, why don't we take a look outside? Mary said unnecessary contact with outsiders could speed up the Mark's curse. And if I lose any more of my memories, I'm not sure I'll be able to function. Hey Chris, welcome in. For the past 10 days, the only other person I've spoken to is the convenience store clerk. Bleh. That explains why we've only had TV dinners and snack food to eat. But sitting and waiting isn't going to accomplish anything. I'd rather not wind up forgetting my own name like you. Not that I completely believe this cursor thing is real. She raises her voice to hide how it shakes. She's still stubbornly sticking to her denial of the existence of spirits in the Mark. But I know she's already accepted it. After all, she went through it herself last night. Ghosts and curses don't exist. Why'd this have to happen to me? Hiro is startled by the sudden knock. A visitor in the middle of the night? I don't need Mary to know it's a Mark bearer. Who do we got? Sorry to impose on you so late. A tall, thin man walks in. His skin is as white as a sheet, and dark circles nearly swallow his eyes. It's almost like a dead person stands before us. Hey, Komonota! No worries! I hope that your sister has an amazing birthday. Thanks for popping by. You're Steps and Hiro, right? I heard about you and the Mark from Yasuoka before I came here. Something about a Miss Zoo, too? Sounds like you've had a rough night. He seems to know Yasuoka. Maybe she's following through on her promise and sent him to help us. Well, let's get introductions done. I'm Shuji Daimon. I think you can guess my occupation. Wearing this thing means I don't have to explain, thank goodness. He gestures to the stethoscope around his neck. What kind of business brings a doctor like you here? Daimon's eyes flicker over the suspicion in Hiro's tone. No need to be so defensive. I have the cursed scar, same as you. The Mark. He unbuttons his shirt to reveal a familiar mark on the left side of his chest. It just suddenly appeared one day. Though to be honest, I never thought it'd happen to me. Maybe it's punishment for being stupidly curious about it. Curious? Did you know about the mark before Yasuoka told you about it? Man, I need coffee. My voice is struggling. It feels like it's just gonna go out. Like, in the middle of a sentence, I'm just gonna lose it. Maybe try a colder liquid. Maybe a hot's not doing the trick. Let's try a colder liquid. Okay. Yeah, that's right. There's mention of a strange scar in my grandpa's records as a military physician. I did some personal research. A military physician's records would mean they're from the Second World War, more than 50 years ago. But that doesn't add up. Rumors of the mark only started about a month ago now. If it was mentioned in those records, the rumors would be much older. There's a reason for that. Patients with the symptoms were kept in a secret army laboratory. After the war, all the top-secret documents related to the lab were burned, except the clinical records I found. Time zones make things so rough. I always feel so bad for our overseas friends that they can't make the ASMR stuff as easily. Always breaks my poor little heart. But it's too loud if I try to do it earlier in the day. I mean, it might not be so bad here, actually. My street's not that bad. Maybe I could. I could probably attempt earlier ones now. It was bad back in California, but here I might be able to get away with it. There'd be occasional loud sounds because I'm not too far from school. But as long as it's not school time, I could probably make it work. A secret lab, huh? That's kind of hard to believe. Dr. Daimon, you don't mean to say the mark was used as some sort of biological weapon? That's a jump. Okay. Okay. Every country had at least one or two soldiers who were divinely possessed. People only call on gods when they're in trouble. It was the end of the war. And they were backed in a corner. How unscientific. Don't you think so, Mr. Steps? We can't deny it's possible. What, are you serious? I can see why Yasuoka gave you her stamp of approval. The way you consider every possibility is indeed admirable. Yeah, it's okay, Chris. I understand. Don't worry about it. Please, I feel bad. If I ever start doing morning streams and those fit better with your schedule, don't worry, I'll be putting out some sort of notification plenty early ahead of time to make sure that all you overseers can get to it in time. That open mindfulness must allow you to face the supernatural. However, it's hard to picture the mark being used as a weapon. It seems the 13th Army Engineering Lab was developing something. It was called the Cannon Soldier. Cannon Soldier? That makes me think of the Oh, Kanon! Not Cannon, Kanon. My apologies. Bodhisattva Kanon, 50 years ago, and the Buddha statues. It can't be. Dr. Daimon, where is this lab? Unfortunately, I have no idea. I'm sorry. Ah, but we have that map! We have our girl's map. How much do you want to bet? How much do you want to bet her secret map deals with this? I bet her secret map deals with this. Calling it now, it's her secret map. This is it. The documents my grandfather kept don't give any details about it. I see. Ha ha ha! It is! Hey, Mr. Steps, that 13th Army Engineering Lab. It's the shelter Zukawa went to. She pulls out her old map. Yes. I'd wanted to keep it secret, but as I'd rather not die from this mark, I'll tell you. This shows the entrances to the 13th Army Engineering Lab. Whoa, are you serious? In his excitement, he starts coughing. My apologies. Where did you get that, Hiro? My grandfather passed 6 months ago. We were sorting his belongings. Isn't the idea of a secret lab just fascinating? So I thought I'd look into it. And then Miss Zukawa, stole it. I accidentally let it slip to her. She loved strange experiments like that, so it probably stuck with her. I thought as much, though. Whatever turned her into a monster is down in that secret lab. That's a pretty unscientific line of reasoning. Using the occult to turn yourself into a monster is utter nonsense. But if there's a scientific method behind it, I'll have to consider it. No, you're Stinky Wolf! I can smell it from here! Sniffa, sniffa, stink! I suppose that's just how she is. Was your grandfather involved with the lab in some way, Hiro? He could have been. All I know is he was an engineer at the rank of captain. Wait, hold on. You're both grandchildren of people involved with the engineering lab, and now both of you have the mark. Yes, that would be correct. That and our lab coats are probably all Hiro and I have in common. From what we understand, people with the mark appeared in the secret lab 50 years ago. There might be something in there that'll help us find the truth behind the curse. That's also the origin of the Cannon Soldier, a name that reminds me of a statue. The traces of Miss Zu in the shelter? It might all be connected to the Buddha statues that were stolen from Mate's shrine. Yeah, Toby, it's gonna be so great. I was so shocked when Sol called me and was like, hey, so it's ready. And I was like, what? Wait, what? And she pulled me into a call and was like, yeah, so here's the base, here's the Pixelmon, here's people's starters. And I was like, what? Huh? Like, I know that I missed stuff, but huh? Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of Minecraft stuff happening in the community. Our Minecraft server's in the process. Pixelmon is a Minecraft mod that's basically Pokemon plus Minecraft together. And that's going to be most likely a community-style server that's joint with a few other things. But I need to get moderators to make it happen. So it's not official yet. We're hopeful. We have the server, but we need people that can support it and ensure it's safe because it would be a large server. And then I've got another project that isn't going to be community-based, but something you guys will really enjoy seeing that's Minecraft-wise. So, lots of Minecraft stuff on the horizon. If you guys are interested in moderating Minecraft servers, be it either our community one or you're interested in the Pixelmon one, shoot a message to any of my moderators, so that way they can, we can pin it and we can get to you when it's time. Dr. Diamond gave us a lot of info. We'll have to thank Yasuoka for introducing him to us. The fates are indeed mysterious. Dr. Daimon, will you help us? Yes, of course. Just don't expect anything physical. Are you sick? You don't look so well. Yeah, something like that. I don't practice what I preach. His dry laugh sounds like he's deflecting. As many of us do. My Minecraft rules on console, I'm too stubborn to switch to PC after 10 years on PlayStation. Mood, I get that. I get that. I totally get that. He's abnormally thin for a man his age. It's possible that he's gravely ill. So we're heading to the shelter? About that. We were stopped from going further by a locked door and a homeless man. That strange old man was there too. I listen to your videos when I play Minecraft. Super chill to be mining for hours and your voices in the background kiss my heart. Thank you. I doubt he'll cooperate with this though. It'll be difficult to break in from there. Where did you enter the shelter? A manhole on K Miyamachi North Road. I see. She opens the map and studies it. You're right, an entrance is there. But there seems to be one other one. It's at... How the fuck did... What? No South Alley? What? Okay. No, not yet. Then let's go there. Hopefully we can get in. New info was added. Blah, blah, blah. You guys ready to explore? I'm ready to explore. I want to take the doctor lady who's scared shitless of ghosts. What do you guys think? Taking the doctor on his deathbed doesn't really... You know, and there's a good chance the old man might end up a third option. I really thought he was going to show up at the door. Wait a minute, how is he down there and not dying from the mark? I feel like I'm just getting more confused the more I think about it. Hi, Cyan, welcome. All right, so we're gonna keep Hiro. Yeah, we're gonna keep Hiro. We're gonna save again. We're gonna do the top two, and we're gonna head out. All right, we're gonna go to the South Alley. Ooh, all right. Okay, so this one looks a little bit more normal. We reach No South Alley. Like the North Road, it's silent and empty, but there's no vending machines. Depression. The map doesn't specify the location of the entrance. It's just that it's here. We'll have to search for it. The manhole, the only manhole there is. Like, come on, guys. But you know, since we're here, let's look in that person's house. That sounds like a great idea. Even though this is a residential area, the street is completely deserted. Man, I'm having trouble today. There are traces of the name of the store up by the roof, but it looks like it's closed now. I think the manhole might be on the roof! Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. There's a manhole. Unlike K Miyamachi, this road only has one. I'm sure this is the place. The manhole lid has a place to grip it, just like the one at K Miyamachi. This has to be it. Still, this is strange. Why doesn't the public have any idea about this underground shelter? You'd think the sewer department would at least. How the hell should I know? It was probably hushed up so those involved didn't get in trouble. They supposedly performed some terrible experiments in there after all. Hey, Alpha, welcome, welcome. Does she sound kind of excited? I bet the terrible experiments fascinate her. Hee hee, me too! Let's go! I wanna know. What about you, chat? Do you guys get strangely intrigued when you find out something terrible? That you're, like, not directly connected to? Like when you hear about, you know, abandoned asylums that did bad things back in the 1800s and things like that. Like, it's so morbid, but it's called morbid curiosity, right? Isn't that actually the term, morbid curiosity? Yes! 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 And I just want to go check it out. I want to explore, I want to know! Hey, Shev, hello! When I lift the lid, a musty smell greets me. It's Kitsu. He needs to do his laundry. God, the smell's familiar. Like the other entrance, the hole goes deep. Thankfully, there's a ladder here, too. I love you, Kitsu. Alright, time to go down. Go ahead, Mr. Steps. Yeah, Angel, if it doesn't involve me, I just try to look into it. If it involves me, it's a very different thing. I still feel like empathy, and I feel sorrow, and I feel sad about the things going on, but that doesn't stop the morbid curiosity. Does that make sense? Like, I get really depressed thinking about everything I'm investigating, but I'm super interested at the same exact time. It's like I'm constantly slapping myself And I need to know more, and so I slap myself harder. It's, maybe I'm a masochist. That makes sense. You know, when I descend into the dark world hidden beneath H City, what awaits us down in that darkness? Will we find out the truth we're seeking? Or a hell smeared with blood? Anya! Anya! Chapter 5, The Conan Soldier. Alright. Ooh! I like this type of ambiance. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. The sight that greets us at the bottom is the same as what we saw at Keimiamachi, the looming concrete walls and the suffocating, stagnant air. We weren't wrong to assume that the two places were connected. So this is the engineering lab. It's even more dreary than I expected. Wait, do you hear a song? If it's not some kind of prank, then maybe the spirits of the soldiers are wandering around and singing. You have no proof of that! It's entirely unscientific! Shut up about that crap. Sorry. Still, it's a little unsettling to hear an army song all the way down here. It's gotta be a supernatural phenomena. Or a radio! Could be a radio! But what is that? It's a blood stick. It might not be a radio. I take that back as soon as I said it. I run my fingers over it and realize that something is stuck on the floor. I keep scratching at it until it starts to crease and I manage to pull it off the floor. Worn out talisman. Let's roll. First item. We're gonna need that. given how close the last one ran us. Alright, we're gonna go backwards. Alright, we have... Well, it looks like something used to be there. There are pitch black stains. Is this blood? Well, we just touched blood a second ago. We just touched blood a second ago. Why are we shocked about it? Okay, what impossible this much blood would be. But doesn't the other thing bother you too? I'm not an idiot, of course I'd notice. That spot without any stains. It looks like something was posted here. There's a clearly defined clean space on the wall as if something had been there. It looks like it avoided being sprayed with blood because something was originally posted here. A poster or a bulletin, something like that. Well, it's illegible now. Touch it! The stains seem to be old blood. It cracks and breaks off into flakes when I run my fingers over it. Which means we're probably talking back when this was being used, right? If it's completely like that, maybe... Would there be remnants of it 50 years later? Does blood stay that long? Am I getting too scientific about this? Is Google going to slap me if I search, do blood stains stay for 50 plus years? And what condition do they become? For my book. I'm a writer. For my book. Enter. It can stay longer? Oh my god. I open my eyes wide and stare in Minecraft. Stare at white space that might have been a poster. I only end up drying my eyes. Do I have any tools? We have nothing. Okay. Blood does not evaporate like water. Oh, that's so cool. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Which we don't. I won't lie. I'm really... Oh, we didn't check the ceiling. I gotta do that. I'm really kind of vibing with the, like, army song thing going on. This is like Kuon with the children singing the whole Hashizoro-e thing in the background. Which scared the shit out of me. It was such a subtle thing, but it scared the shit out of me. We should do Kuon too. After we finish NG, we'll do Kuon over here. Yeah? I'm just gonna go through all my my favorite slow-paced horror games here. This is the slow-paced horror game place. The place where Twitch can't yell at me about it not being fast-paced enough. I'm gonna look this song up. It's okay. They made it very clear that this is just like a well-known army song. So look up army songs from World War II Japan. It's got to be one of the main ones. More blood. Trail of blood leads to the ladder at the entrance. Was someone trying to escape? We have another poster. Touch it. The stains seem to be old blood. It cracks and breaks. Right. All right. Look at it. Open my eyes wide and stare at the white space that might have been a poster. I only end up drying out my eyes. Yeah, we're doing fantastic here. And we got some red lights at the top. These look emergency lights, right? Yes, this looks like an emergency light. This place is abandoned. Has a power generator been running for all these years? Oh, Wawa! Guys, there's Wawa! That was not Wawa. You couldn't see it, but there was a ghost face right in the water. Right where my ass is. There's a ghost where my ass is right now in the corner. Thanks, Ghosty Goblin. Is that a toilet? Did someone go poo-poo? Something flows through the pipes. Someone went poo-poo. Alright. Right, left, forward. Whatever we do, given that this is going to be a maze, we should probably pick a direction and stick with it. So, left or right? Do we hug left walls or do we hug right walls? And we are going to maintain this for the entirety of this chapter. Left? No. Okay, Kichu said middle, so we're going left. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. When I step in view of an iron door that appears before me, the air clearly shifts. Ho ho ho! The song is a Japan naval air song. Alright. Goosebumps rise. A presence is approaching. There's an incessant beeping like from a telegraph. Oh god! Look, I literally just saved. We're going. I shrug and keep moving forward. Bitch, what are you gonna do? Oh. Okay. Alright, that's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. The beeping becomes gradually louder, almost as if it's trying to tell me something. I don't know Morse code! I don't know Morse code! That's Morse! Shit! What? Who knows Morse code? It's literally right there. I'm not clicking forward because this game loves to do this shit. Boom, what does that say? Boom, what does that say? Boom, what does that say? Boom, I need you to translate. Eastern, either one of you, whoever does this first. It's right there, it's right in front of you. It just keeps repeating that sequence. Okay. This sounds like a Morse code remix of Dotodist. Salty! Thank you so much for being a member over here! Mwah! Thank you! I appreciate it. Devil. Devil? Devil. It says devil. Okay. Wait. Is Morse code universal? I just had a weird thought. Is it universal? Axe? Okay, we're getting axe. Axe or devil? Hold on. I'm gonna go with Boom's. Boom was really confident in them knowing Morse. And PK has NX. Axe makes more sex. More sex. Oh boy. Okay. Axe makes more sense than NX. Yeah, well, to repeat that, no, shut the fuck up. What? Buddha! I don't fucking know! Well, that doesn't, huh? Okay, we're all wrong. I think I know where our problem is. Hold on. I think we're having another issue where it deals with translation. We know Morse code, but Morse code... Is Morse code different in other languages? Does Morse code change? Okay, so, unlike international Morse code, there is a Japanese one called Waban code, which is different. And it would give us different words. And it was what? Which means this is what we need. What is this? Tell me what this is! God damn it. So what it would do, what we're looking for is we need to figure out, this is probably this, and then we need to figure out what Japanese syllables they are, and those Japanese syllables, it's heaven or soul. It looks like it was probably 3. All right, what is, soul is most likely tamashi. Soul is most likely tamashi. I don't know what heaven would be, though. I feel like I know the word for heaven, but it's just not coming to me all of a sudden. Yeah, international Morse code would be way too easily intercepted, exactly. Hold on, I really want to get through this. It'll tell us in a second what the code is. We have time to decode it before moving forward. Because at this point, we figured out that it's not international. Right, beeping's louder. Alrighty. Right there, that's our code. Why is it not decrypting it, though? It's just hanging out. One second. Yep, I have no idea. I'm gonna call it, say it's soul. Yeah, it might be. It might be. Do we okay, so we have to decide, are we going with soul or are we going with the other? Time for a coin flip. Woo! Fuck. Oh, we're just gonna go down the line. Let's go with Tamashi. We're gonna go with soul. Safe, it was soul. I hear a quiet voice. Point to your soul. Okay. We're gonna go with stomach? No? No? I'm going with stomach. I'm a hungry girl. That's where my soul is. Desperately crying for cake every hour of the day. That's not where your soul is? Soul would be the head? Different cultures actually have different beliefs here. I'm pretty sure it's not heart. I'm pretty sure it's not heart. If I remember correctly... Where do Japanese believe the soul is? Egyptians believe it's the head. Soul is an abstract part of the mind. Oh, man. Alright, so we're gonna go with head. I'm doing heart last. Yeah, heart is definitely Westerners. I know that. Blah, 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 blah. I think chakra is the point between the eyes. Okay. I really like how everyone here is hardcore theorizing. That's one of my favorite things about this game. Hungry people believe it's the stomach. Look. That's where mine is. Leave me alone. Okay, we're gonna point to my head. Head was correct. Head was correct. There's a mind chakra between the eyes. Alright, well, there we go. And the beeping suddenly stops. We live. I'm hungry too. I wasn't messing with you. Void and I are just sitting here just tapping our bellies like, give cake, feed soul! Give cake, feed soul! Hiro seems terrified. Hey Hiro, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, obviously. She's acting different than usual. Let's go, I think it's fine now. Understood. Alright, let's look around. We have another one of these posters. We're gonna touch this one too. One of these might say something different. We stare at it aggressively. Excuse me. The fact that each one of these give us the option to use a tool has me wondering. Let's go inside. Oh. Oh. Oh, we found something real now. The air in this room is musty. At first glance, I'd say it's part of the medical facility. Guys, look at the bottom left corner when I toggle the text box. This is an operating room. And the smell. Ugh, thought so. There it is. Shine the light over there for a second. Dead person! Chat, did you see it? I shine the flashlight as directed and find a corpse. Hiro crouches down and begins to study it. Damn, she's not... She was scared of the bloodstain, but she's fucking into this. Usually Hiro would be terrified, but at least for now, she's fine. So you're fine with stuff like that? What? We all have organs and bones inside of us, don't we? Only an idiot would be scared of them. But you were scared... You were scared of the bloodstain. Like, 2 minutes ago. There was blood and you were like, ah! But you... Ma'am? Ma'am? Hiro skillfully examines the body. When they're done, they stand up again. To be blunt, the corpse is odd. What really draws the eyes is that the cervical vertebrae has been severed. Where's that? Can you say this in dumb people terms? But the cut isn't normal, it's like it's notched. The neck, oh, neck was snapped. Thank you, Frosty, dumb people terms. And the only thing I can think of is that it was cut with a non-surgical tool. I have no idea why anyone would do something that cruel, though. In any case, it's clear that the head was purposely severed. The head was severed with a tool, huh? The corpse is too old to tell everything. There should be a clue nearby. It'd be best to search the room. Yeah, good idea. Why do I have a feeling like shit's gonna go down when we leave the room, too? Okay, well, you could just tell me it was a chainsaw. You could just say it's a chainsaw. That was a chainsaw. Am I gonna get attacked by a soldier with a chainsaw? Is that the plan here? That was in my ear. That sounded nice, but what are you talking about? No. I open it and search around. I find bells attached to a handle in a notebook with a black cover. It's titled Disposal VAT Management Record. I flip the cover open. Dispose 200 super dimension suddenly iron door, half spiritualized, hypothesized, focused mystical forces need sacred object to erase, safety valve release code diamond. Well, that's easy to remember. Mining diamonds, huh? Angel game ends you with a chainsaw ASMR one. There's nothing else written. Miss Hiro, would a chainsaw happen to match the wound? Kagura Suzu bells, disposal VAT management record. What in the world are these notes going on about? Disposal? Half spiritualization? I don't understand half these words. Plus, those bells I found don't fit a place like this at all. I close the notebook and I put it in my bag. Just then, something tangles around my hand. Is it the hair we saw? Huh? Are? It's a thin thread. It seems to be human hair. Oh, wow. Yikes. It glitters pale gold? Is it my hair? Is it my hair? I lose a lot of hair from stress. It could just be my hair. What? The mark starts sucking at my blood. I ignore it and instead stare at the shining hair as if being pulled in. It's odd, but I get the real feeling that this moment... No, it's here, this place. I've been here before. We're finally starting to catch memories. We're finally starting to understand our purpose. The mark's color grows more vivid. A few hours left until death closes in. Someone mumbles right next to me. Wait, that's not someone else. That's my own voice. Huh? As I thought, it's here. The words pour out from deep inside. I have absolutely no knowledge or control over them. Memories that aren't mine, words and feelings I couldn't possibly know are falling from my lips. Check the disposal vat. It must be behind that wall. Felt weird when standing in front of that wall. Huh? Wait. Mr. Dai, what are you talking about? The instant Hiro speaks, the voice stops. It's nothing. I remembered something important. Are you sure you're okay? You were mumbling some strange things. I'm fine, really, just spaced out a bit. For better or for worse, Hiro didn't clearly hear what I was saying. Still, though, that voice. Could it be that my old self, the one I lost along with my memories, was talking to me? The feeling I got when I saw the golden hair, maybe that's what triggered it. I haven't heard that other guiding voice for a while now. I guess all I can do is rely on my old self. This seems risky. I like how Boom's the only person that are in chat that has really registered that it might not be us. Maybe don't just blindly believe the voice that sounds like you. That just seems dangerous. The disposal vat beyond the wall, the voice said to find that. Okay, well, we need to figure out how to get in a wall, I guess. Mr. Steps says things for blondes. Yeah, apparently he do. Alright, let's check in here. Metal cabinet. Touch it! I search the ones that are open. I find a notebook titled Research Records and an army short sword. The letters in the notebook have faded, but I can still read it. The experiment miraculously succeeded. This divine protection, Oh, that has to be Ashura. That has to be Ashura statue, donated from H Shrine, created by line statue markers using chisel, donated by the same family. Sever head. This is dealing with the Buddha statues. Tool together becomes the key, finally our dearest wish. There's nothing else written. Research Records 1, projectile short sword. So we chuck it. SCP-939, don't do it! Excuse me. A chisel, like for sculpting? Yeah, most likely. Impossible. How could they do something like that? That's just impossible. So we think the chisel is how they're snapping the necks, not the chainsaw sound we heard. I open the wire mesh door and peek inside, but I don't see anything. I go to close the door, but I see a paper stuck in the backside. Found worn out talisman. When I pick up the worn out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. Worn out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Alright, we've already looked at the body. Look at the light. A light bulb is flickering weakly. Alright, well that's the end of that. Let's go! Better question, hit me. Alright. Now we follow... Okay, so... Right takes us back to the way we were. So we just hold left. We hold left. This is another door. This one doesn't have blood in front of it. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key, which we don't. So we turn back around. That's true, it tears. You're right. Chainsaw would probably leave very obvious marks. The chisel is stranger. Alright, what do we have? Nothing? Safe? Are we safe? Are we Gucci? We're safe. We keep going? Who the heck leaves this many talismans everywhere? That is a very good question. We got a huge blood stain in the center. I'm able to check the water. Every time I look at this pole over here on the right, someone starts shitting. It's like instant shit. The dried blood is blackened on the floor. There's quite a lot. Whoever left it probably died. Yep. We go left! We go north at the intersection and... Here's our mysterious door. An outline of a door is flickering faintly in the wall ahead of us. Hey, look at that. What? What impossible? Is it another ghost thing? You can't see it? See what? Looks like Hiro can't see the door. That's the spiritual. My mouth begins mumbling words I don't recognize all on its own. Oppose the spiritual with spiritual if you touch it with a tool that honors the gods. The Suzu bells. Suzu bells. We touch it with the Suzu bells. The flow of the words out of my mouth stops. Touch it with a tool that honors the gods. Suzu bells. Anyway, I needed to check that spot in the water. There's a spot in the water behind us. I need to touch it. Wawa. I peek into the waterway and see something floating. I reach for it as I hold on to the edge. Somehow I manage to grab it. It's a talisman! Yeah, I'm thinking it's a speaker. They're going, it could be ghosty goblins. Ooh. I think it's a speaker, though. I think it's a speaker. Tool Let's see. A bell used in ancient Shinto dance rituals. It has 3 sets of small bells, 7, 5, and 3. Also called a Miko bell, it's meant to be used by shrine maidens. I take out the Kagura Suzu bell. Is just touching it okay? No, have to. Strange words spill from my lips again. It's the priestess's tool. If a man displays spiritual power, it'll be destroyed, so touch it silently. All I have is questions, but I've got no choice to trust the other me. Hey, Hiro! Hiro! I touch the bells to the door carefully, trying not to make noise. Very quiet, just a light tap. Ah! The next instant, the door physically appears. What? What just happened? What did you do? I just felt like it was the right thing to do. But I stare at the door. I sense an alarming presence. According to my own voice, if I can call it that, the disposal vat is beyond this door. I found some documents about that in the room with the operating table. It might be good to look through those. Let's be careful. This place is giving me a bad feeling. Yeah, so we're not doing that yet. We've unlocked it. We're gonna finish investigating. We're gonna go across the way because I can see that it's a dead end. This is also an actual dead end. Okay. And now we're gonna make a right, going the only direction that we can still go. And we got lots of blood. And a door. It's set up the same way as the operating room. This place may have been used for the same experiments. There might be records left behind. Let's look. Alright, we're good. We have a corpse. It looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. It must have been cut with some type of tool, which we figured out is a chisel. Oh, I can check out the bottom ones on this one. We're gonna touch the cabinet. Touch it! When I open the door, a cloud of dust flies up and blocks my vision. A notebook with a black cover is left inside. Got experimental unit correspondence code. Experimental unit correspondence code. It seems to be a document about cryptograms. Inside it says, Kanon, weapon's name. Okay. Alright, chat, remember that. Chat, remember that. Heavenly Buddha project's code name. Alright, here was the part that we were supposed to recognize. I feel like Kanon's still gonna be important. So we were supposed to find this earlier. It looks like it's weapon code! Ha! 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 I was right. It's similar to Morse. I got really excited. Teehee. It was weapon code. It was weapon code. I open it and search inside. I find a notebook titled Research Records and a small gun. Like a gun? The notes are deteriorated, but I can just make out what they say. 70th next experiment, Ashura statue, connect male body, female head, success? Then supernatural phenomena, spirit, frequent hard, continue experiments. That's all it says. Research Records 2 and Palm Pistol. Notes on the experiments, huh? You'd better give it a read. I just did. Huh. Oh no, they made a Frankenstein. Inside, there's nothing inside the metal cabinets. Oh man. I guess it's time to go back and do the thing, guys. Oh boy. All we can do is go inside the room now. We're saving. Oh boy. I push open the iron door and we head inside. I think we found the Buddha statues. What is this place? On the other side of the door is a large empty area reminiscent of a vault. Is this the disposal vat? It should be, but it's not quite what I expected. Oh, something's on the ground. A katana. Got rusted army sword. I take what Hiro picked up. And look at all the Buddha heads. I shine the flashlight around the area. Are these heads of Buddha statues? It doesn't seem like they're being stored. Is this some kind of garbage dump? Just then. Lights? Huh? A sound echoes off something heavy moving, and suddenly the room is lit with a pale light. What was that noise? Let's get out of here for now. I try to open the door to get out, but... What? It's locked. What? We've been locked in? Oh god. Oh, this is a fear of mine. Oh, this is a fear of mine right now. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. A cutting coldness invades and envelops my feet. My head snaps up and I see water pouring into the room like a giant waterfall. Water? It's ice cold. A polar bear swim is not something I ever wanted to do. It quickly rises to our knees. I can't even feel my feet anymore. Water underground? Hurry and open the door. We'll get hypothermia. Right. Live or die. Fuck. I have to remember. What was written in those documents about the disposal vat? All I see near me are Buddha heads. Huh? Diamond. Diamond. Diamond? 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 I touch the diamond Arhat head. There's a heavy shudder and the sound of movement. Then the pooling water suddenly starts sweeping in one direction down a drain. Oh. Claustrophobia, mildly. I'm not claustrophobic, but I don't like tight spaces. But no, being in a tight space and drowning, like a water trap, very specifically lands in a fear point for me. Alright, we're screaming because I think the water took us with it. Did we get... Yeah, we did, okay. When I open my eyes, all I see is darkness. Ugh. I quickly lift my head and rub my eyes. My vision slowly comes back. This is... an intersection in the underground shelter. It looks like we were drained out with the water and flushed down a pipe. We were lucky. So you're an average Sonic player? Oof. I very nearly breathe a sigh of relief, but then I remember Hiro. That's right, where's Hiro? 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 No need to be so worried. Oh, God. Haha, so it's you. It's been a while, you sneaky intruder. It's that old man I met in the passageway beneath Manhole Street. I tried to ask him about Hiro, but... Ugh. My jaw is nearly locked and my voice is gone. Don't try to talk just yet. The water here comes straight from the T-Mountain range, so it's deadly cold. You were submerged in it for near an hour, so you'll be slurring your words for a while now. Oh, boy! An hour? Bro, we're fucked. Relax, relax, your friend's fine. So you, got somewhere to go back to? Ugh. I nod as I groan. The old man's face brightens like the sun. Well, that's great. Not that I'm demanding a reward for saving you or anything, but I am pretty darn hungry. The man eyes me, his smile sharp. We leave and we feed the man. We feed the man. Can't talk, but drive car? That's fine. Motor skills? Present. Jaw? Not so much. We get in the car, and even though it's the wrong season for it, I turn the heat on full blast. We drive with towels and the like, but it doesn't stop our shivering for a long time. While this is going on, the old man... Whew, it's hot. Can I open a window? He's blatantly fanning himself in front of us. Okay, yes, in a way we owe him for saving our lives, but even so, he's being a pain. Hey, Jet, what's up? Welcome in. Hang in there a little while longer. Hiro shudders. We're about to freeze, you know. It was an honest question, and it probably sucks for him, but we still keep the car like a sauna. After driving like that for a while, our teeth finally stopped chattering. The man's name is Banshi Ito. That's how he introduced himself. But that obviously isn't his real name. As he sits next to me, Banshi gives off a savory smell, like freshly baked bread. It kind of cheers me up. What kind of homeless man smells like baked bread? Or at least it does for a few moments until I realize it's the stench of dried filth. There we go! There we go! There we go! So, Banshi, what were you doing in a place like that? Banshi remains silent. Are you listening to me? Don't feel up to talking yet. I'll tell you in exchange for food. Alright. He's team souls in the stomach. It's alright, I get it. Same team. I feel you. I shouldn't be surprised life's rough. Wait, that should be my question. What were you two doing down there? It's a long story. I summarize everything we know about the spirits, the mark, until I catch up to when we met him in the underground shelter. So that's how it is, huh? He nods vigorously to himself. Do you really understand any of that? Hito's doubts are reasonable, but Banshee waves a hand dismissively. Of course I do. Who do you think I am? A terrible grudge is mucking up that underground shelter, and you guys are wrapped up in it now. His story suddenly sounds fishy. A grudge? Banshee, do you know what happened down there? I said I'm not talking about that yet. I was born into a noble family, so I've always had the ability to see things others can't. I stake my name, Banji Ito, on it, so you can trust me, but that's probably a fake name. There's a terrible grudge swirling there, and you've gotten swept up in it. He's got nothing to base his claims on, but I get the feeling he's on the right track. In that case, oh noble Lord Banshee, would you tell us, how do we overcome that whirlpool? Banshee replies with a magnanimous flourish. That should be obvious. Whirlpools always have a center, you gotta find that. The center? The swirling grudge and the spirit thing, is that what you called it? The birth of the spirit, the heart of the curse, something like that should be left within there. And that swirling grudge. If you look for that, I'm sure then... He trails off. He gazes at the dark road, his mouth hanging open like he's run out of batteries. He needs food! Get the man a burger! Then what? What will happen? The black sky simply goes on forever before Banshee's eyes. The man needs a Borg. Slice of pizza. Maybe a plate of sushi. Something. This guy is like the Joe Rogan of spiritualism. Oh, that reminds me, Steps. Banshee calls out as soon as we enter the garage. Take this, just a little symbol of our friendship. Got underground shelter key. Ah, we needed that. Is this the key for the underground shelter? I found it when I was popping in and out from that place. I held on to it, but I'll lend it to you for now, Steps. Borg. I'd go in the underground shelter for a burger. He just picked it up. Why is he acting like it's a favor? But I have no reason to refuse him. Thanks, I'll borrow it. Diamond walks up to us. Hey, you came back safely. Were you able to learn anything? Hiro butts in before I can speak. Wait just a minute. Don't tell me. You aren't going to believe that old man's story, are you? He's fishy. Wow, that's rude. If you want my opinion, a snotty punk like you should be trusted even less. Of course, Steps. You believe me, right? Well, I feel like I shouldn't piss him off, but, I won't lie, he seems really sus. He seems really sus. But none of the things he said really were that far off base. Like, it was more like he was doing the thing that fake fortune tellers do, where they talk in vagues so that way you connect the correlation, right? That's what it felt like. All the things he said just felt like normal spiritual mumbo jumbo. Like, I don't think he really said anything that off base. We know there's a ghost down there. Like, we know that. That is a fact at this stage. If you make him mad, he's gonna stab you. Of course I trust you. That's my good pal Steps for you. Good pal? I'm sorry, what? Hey, now, are you feeling okay in the head? Look, I'm under a lot of stress, Hiro. Leave me alone. Anyway, changing the subject. Good grief, can we just move on from talking about this? Banshee, you're hungry, right? The dining room should have something. Woo! Food! That's me. He's me. Food! Banshee bolts out of the garage and vanishes into the mansion. That one gives me an exasperated look. Steps, it seems you've got another troublemaker on your hands. Yeah? To appease the starving Banshee, I offer him cup noodles and sweet buns. Maybe a cup of coffee? The epitome of hunger, he greedily begins scarfing it down like a starving dog. Feast, my child, feast! Feast! That was enough for 10 people. He devours all of it, and I'm reminded of a high-power vacuum cleaner.
Excellent!
Sorry. I haven't been this full in forever! Good for you. Now answer our questions. What were you doing down there? Well, that's an easy one, because it's my home. Alright. What? That tracks. Been living there ever since I found it 10 years ago. It's not too shabby of a place, keeps me out of the rain, and no damn brats messing with me, though it gets a mite cold in the winter. I don't know how to respond to that. Hiro and Diamond seem to be the same. It tracks. It was a paradise for me because no one knows about it. Until a weirdo showed up 6 months ago. Some woman doused in perfume. Zukawa. It was winter and I don't like stirring up trouble, so I just stayed away. That must have been Zukawa. I nod, that's my thought as well. That was a month ago. I figured she must have up and left, so I went back. So she stayed there for 6 months. But now there's something stranger, which was? A damn walking Buddha statue. I know I'm pretty out there, but even I was shocked by that. I even got this weird scar. He does have the mark! He does have the mark! Banshee removes his scarf, revealing the mark on his neck. You may not believe this, but that statue gave you that scar. I figured. It was the Conan soldier after all. The Conan soldier? How do you know that name? Some document I saw had it. It was an old plan to make a Buddha statue move with supernatural power. A heavenly Buddha project weapon. Are you nuts? Spiritual powers making something move? That's insane! No, Hiro, calm down. So those documents that you found, are they still around? Nope, I burnt them for warmth. Ah! It tracks. I had a delicious roasted potato, too! God, it tracks, but damn it! Maybe take your own advice, Dr. Diamond. Our measure of common sense seems to be rather different than the strange old man's. Look, man, it's cold, he's homeless, he's hungry, and he lives in a sewer. Can you blame him for burning some paper he found? No, you can't. Damn, I was in LA for too long. Our measure of common sense seems to be rather different. It's fine, my noggin word's different from most people's. I got it all memorized. Okay. Alright. As you say, just tell us. We need to know about that project. Oh, we finally get our ghost story? The chapter 5 thingy start point? Yes! There's the music, this is it. The Heavenly Buddha Project was the pet project of some general at the end of the war. So they built that shelter for it. Ta-da! The 13th Army Engineering Lab. To make the Conan soldier thing, they did tests on Buddha statues. They were brought from some shrine or something somewhere. That must be 8 Shrine. They did a bunch of stuff to infuse those statues with spiritual power. There was a monk from T-Mountain, spiritual treasures from all over, but nobody thought anything actually would come from it. The project was just an excuse to keep the fanatical general busy. At least, it was supposed to be. But one day, the statue started moving. It went berserk through the lab and went crazy on a ton of people. The blood stains and old corpses in the shelter are probably the victims. Some people survived, but they had red bite-like marks on them. The thing went and wrecked the place. Then it stopped and never moved again. No one knows what even triggered it. That's about everything it said. It all connects. It all connects. Everything comes together. Hiro and Daimon are as white as a sheet. I probably am too. It's a hard story to believe, but he had no reason to lie to us. I think he speaks the truth. What, are you kidding me? A statue going around killing people and cursing them? Impossible! Then how do you explain the mark on his neck? Logic would dictate that the moving statue he saw was the Conan soldier. Guh. The dormant soldier suddenly starts moving after 50 years? That might be the cause of mine and Hiro's marks. What if you flipped that, though? Both of your grandpas got the mark from the Conan soldier. When the soldier stopped moving, their marks disappeared. But with it started up again, you got them because you're descendants. Well, I mean, if that's true, then the children inherited their parents' fate. Hiro can't seem to muster up any kind of counter-argument. I think she's in shock. I want to ask you something, old man. You say the Conan soldier stopped moving 50 years ago. But why? Hey, Walker! Welcome in! Banshee was a soldier in the project. Potential? Potential? I think it was some spiritual person used a thingamajig to do something. That is so helpful. What happened to great memory? So you have no idea. That's the most important part. Try to remember. It's not that easy, son. The mark might have made me forget. Did we tell him about the amnesia? Have we mentioned that part yet? We might have in the car. They did say that we gave him an overall. We might have explained that in the car. Taking his age into account, it's more likely that it just completely slipped his mind. It seems we must defeat the Conan soldier to be free of our marks. We'll have to figure it out on our own. Defeat the Conan soldier! A war weapon that's also a ghostly demon with power. I'm sorry. This isn't an action game. What do you want from me? We'll have to figure it out on our own if he can't be of any more help. You seem to be a pro at this. Steps will be relying on you. I don't have spiritual powers or anything. But you've already faced down 4 different spirits, haven't you? A normal person wouldn't have survived. This is a weapon? Sir? Now that he says it, I guess you don't believe him. Man, we're so dead. I guess he's right. I've been hearing a mysterious voice a few times and having weird premonitions. I even caught myself unconsciously talking to myself when we were down in the shelter. Is this supposed to be an argument for why we're gonna be good at this? Because we just sound insane. We just sound insane. Oh my god. So what are you folks gonna do now? Good question. Alright. Investigating the project, I would say, is probably actually the best call. Let's investigate the project in the shelter. I feel like that'll be the key to the mark. I guess we're going back in then. Hiro's still kind of sulking. But she's at least recovered from her shock. We all share the same fate. It's too late to try and run away. Yep, you should find it in there, the heart of everything that's causing the curse. You need that to stop the Conan soldier. That's what my gut's telling me. What are you gonna do now, then? I'm full now, so I was gonna go take a nap in the park nearby. I'll sit and wait until you fellas do something about that soldier. He's not gonna help. He's just fucking leaving. Wait, just a minute, you old fart. Didn't we just say that it's too late to run away? Okay, I get it. Well, you folks did feed me, so I guess I can help you. Do we want to bring the crazy old man or stick with Hiro? Hiro's smart. Hiro's smart. And she seems to have the ability to act in times of crisis. So I'm kind of feeling like Hiro's the best choice. But old man's kind of funny. But I don't really know if I trust him. We fought a rose bush ghost child, a fat blob of bee-man, and an eye-eating ghost bride, and a monstrous chimera ghost scientist. Bring the old man. The crazy brings the wisdom. He did live down there for 10 years. Alright.
Excellent.
That's his token line. He has a memory of documents. That's true. That's true. Alright, we're gonna save at 3. 3 is going to be our panic. We need to go back. That old man is gonna be low-key ripped. Homeless people are usually pretty strong, alright? Alright, so we investigated everything last time. Now the key should work for the door behind us. Thick iron door, keyhole isn't rusted, I could open it if I had the key, which we do. We use the underground shelter key. Yeah, homeless people are usually pretty strong. There's a single out-of-place Buddhist hold on. I think I picked the wrong room, guys. I think I picked the... I'm gonna stay down here for a second because this is the third time that this area has decided to put something on the far right corner. So I'm just gonna be lurky angle. We're just gonna be a little lurky angle. Alright? We're just gonna be down here for a second. Its head's been cut off. Great. And there's a mysterious bloody chest in this... Let's look at the light. The light bulb's covered in dust. It's obviously no one has touched it in a long time. Why is such an old bulb still working? Yeah, why is there electricity? It's a Buddha statue. The headless Buddha statue is covered in dust. There's a talisman stuck to its neck as if it's taking the place of the missing head. I don't think we should take that talisman. Maybe we should leave that one there. We sure that's warmth and not blood? That just doesn't feel safe. I feel like that was a bad decision. Alright, well we took the talisman off of the headless statue. Now we're checking the bloody chest. We're gonna look at it first. Thin layer of dust on it, but it looks fairly intact. We're gonna touch it. Yeah, those two on the left there, those aren't statues. Just, the one on the right, that one hasn't decomposed yet. Can I leave now? I'd like to go home. Well, that's ominous. The box is packed with carelessly tossed Buddha statue heads and other heads. Please notice. A real actual head can clearly be seen among them. 3 of them can be seen. It's dry and mummified, but going by the long hair, it's probably female. Most likely one of the experiment's victims. Right, they said a female head to a male body? So this is where it was? I'm not trusting us anymore. I am not trusting us anymore. Hold on, hold the phone. This is where it was? Huh? You want me to what now? I'm not vibing with this. I ain't vibing with this. Let's take it and bring it to its owner. Which one? Sir? I thought you'd say that. Oh, just kidding. I feel Banshee's gaze on me. Maybe bringing Banshee was a bad choice. I can only carry one head. I need to choose which one to take. What? I feel like it is the last one. I think it is the last one. Can I give it to you? Would you like... No. Okay. Motherfucker! Piece of goddamn motherfucking shit! Oh! That was cheap. That was cheap. That was very cheap. And I didn't like that. Ha! Ha! Let's go straight. Oh, I can't save. That's pleasant. What if I go back? We're saving on save 1 because we're not touching 3 now. Am I trying to hide? No. No. Me? Never. I would never. It's a big hallway? What? Alright, well. I can hear a victory chant coming from the other side of the intersection. Keep going. I shrug and keep moving forward. I take one step forward and an electric current runs through my body and my muscles seize up. Okay. Alright. Let's roll. I'm ready. I'm ready. You layabout, what are you doing there? You don't have time to be loafing around, do you? Recite the base's slogans at once? Cheer for the final battle in the home. $100 million honorable deaths? Okay. Right. Okay. Once more, declare a resolve to strike back with the air raids. Is this Pearl Harbor they're talking about? We won't lose even if our country is reduced to ashes. Show your determination. Oh god, I don't know. Is it this one? I don't know this one. Oh my god, I knew it! As an American, I studied this from the opposite direction. Our army has fought bravely from the southern tropics to the northern Arctic, but the tide still hasn't turned in our favor. What do you think? Can we win this crusade? If the kamikaze wind blows, it has to be the last one. It's the last one. It has to be this one. Yeah, okay. This must refer to Japan's last stand. Yeah, it does. You're pretty promising for a new recruit. Keep a good eye on this squad. Farewell. Man, it's really heartbreaking when you think about, like, historically the fact that they really did use suicide pilots. That was, and they called them the Wind of God. They referred to it as the Wind of God. It's just, history is interesting. Study history, chat. Study history. It's interesting. You can learn a lot of very strange things. No noise, not even water. Numerous footprints in the bloodstain on the floor. Are these human footprints, or... We go left. Oh. That was a mood. You were a Fugal a lot of things. Oh my god. That was covered in blood a second ago. That was covered in blood a second ago. I walked away to save. It's no longer covered in blood. Jesus. I managed to pry it out. The whole corpse looks like it might crumble any second. It was a talisman. It was a talisman. This might be the most amount of spiritual power we've ever had in this game. Oh! Oh, it was just a spook. Never mind. I got all excited. Thick iron door. Keyhole isn't rusted. I can open if I have the key, which we do. Keitsu, stop eating the blood! Stop it. Man. Oh. We're really lucky they're going with super basic generic information that everyone would have known. Are we back by Kei Miyamachi? We are. This is Kei Miyamachi North Road. It is. This was the chest. Which means this is a quick way out if shit goes wrong. This is where we saw the hair. Okay, well, interesting. Not quite what I was expecting. But it makes sense that they would connect. We go left again. We got a bloody door. Alright, the door is stained with blood. Upon closer look, it's countless handprints. But the keyhole is perfectly fine. I could open the door if I had the key. No! No, wait! Main character, I'd like you to use a little bit of reasoning here for a second. Why do you think there'd be a bunch of handprints on this side of the door? Just, you know, why do you think they're on this? What do you think those hands were doing? They were keeping the door shut. That's why the lock is fine. So, why would we just open it without a text box giving me the option to pick? We had another direction we could go. Oh, but when I turned the knob to go in... Oh, thank God. Thank you, ghost spirits. Thank you, ghosty goblins. I'm not ready for this yet. The door doesn't open. Oh, what's the fuss? The door won't open. I'm sure I unlocked it, though. I turned the key again, just to double check. I've never heard a VTuber convey so much disdain before. Really? Am I alone in the market of very emotionally obvious VTubers? Martin, thank you for the month of membership. Mwah. Yeah, I'm so glad to be a member of this channel as well. I'm here to stay forever. I ain't ever leaving. You better not. You can't leave me. Especially not here in this really horrible, creepy tunnel with bloody handprints. Please, ooh. But thank you so much for supporting the channel. Mwah. Hey, there are handprints on the door. Better do the smart thing and investigate. What's going on? I tried turning the knob slowly, but it stops moving halfway. It's almost as if someone on the opposite side is pushing against it to keep it closed. Your avatar is just very expressive. Well, it's about to get even more expressive. You think it's expressive now? It's about to get even better. Tomorrow. Tomorrow's model? This is actually the last day I'll be using this version. That's actually kind of crazy when you think about it. It seems the dead are rejecting us. Read all the records, speak to the woman. We have her head. I'm literally walking around with her head in my pocket. Literally. So we're missing a body. I know where we need to take the head. I know where we need to take the head. I know where we need to take the head. Stop talking. No choices left. I turn the banshee. Let's keep looking. We can come back here. I know where to take the head. I know what to do. I had a brain blast. I'm Jimmy Neutron. I know where to go. But we're gonna maintain what we're doing. Right? Maintain. I'm going in this one. Okay. I'm lost. Chat, I'm lost. Oh no, wait, I know where I am. This way. We gotta go this way. This one? Is it this one? Number of years since this person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. It must have been cut with some kind of tool. The head I picked up earlier might fit on this corpse's neck. I knew it! Should I try attaching the head? Yes. I try attaching the human head, but it doesn't fit very well. This is the wrong one. We're looking for a different one. I had the right idea, I had the right theory, but it's not the right one. No one's seen the new model yet. It's because it's new. Okay, so we need to go back here. I made a wrong turn. Have we gone up here? Which one was this? Which one was this? Okay, this is... Fuck! I'm really lost. Yeah, I've got teasers of the model on Twitter. You can see that there. Oh! There was two! There was two! Is that... Human bones, and it looks like the person was crushed to death. Something's written on the wall in blood. It says I knew it! I thought that's what that said. This is Zukawa's body. This is Zukawa's body. I'm really impressed I was able to recognize the kanji for I. Go me, I'm learning. This is Zukawa. If Zukawa killed herself, though, for Ashura, I don't know if I want to go in there. But we got to. It's the last room. I feel you. Twitter can be quite the hellscape. It can be quite the hellscape. And there's the body we're looking for. It's the operating room in the southern section, but on this table. How about that? A dead body. A headless corpse is lying there.
Stop it!
A headless corpse. Going by what remains of its clothing, it was likely a woman. What about this one? A headless corpse is lying on top of the operating table. The head I picked up earlier might fit on the corpse's neck. Should I try attaching the head? Not yet. We need to finish investigating.
Stop it!
We need to finish investigating. Door's locked. Oh. That's why a lot of Hololive is on the left side, not the right side. Guys, we're gonna change up screen real quick. I am so used to streaming on Twitch, I just realized something. The sub icon's right here in the bottom right corner, isn't it? It's right here in the bottom right corner, isn't it? It is. It is. Alright, well we're swapping sides. It'll block a little bit of the text icons, but I'm reading that out, so that's fine. I just realized that. Okay, so for YouTube streams, I need to be on the opposite side. Yeah, you see a little icon in the right? Yeah, I'm reading everything out loud, so it's fine that that's blocked a little bit. But yeah, I just learned a thing. I don't have an overlay that's fit properly for YouTube. I will have to get one made. Alright, we're doing it this way today. I'm reading it out, so it's Gucci. It's Gucci. A rusted filing cabinet. It's well-built metal cabinet. Whatever's inside should be intact. Hand angel from top of screen. I can spin myself around and be upside down. The door is locked. Okay, what do I have? Sister bells, records, pistols, army sword, slash? Alright, well we need a key for that. There's another corpse over here. It's missing not only its head, but also all of its limbs. What kind of torture was this? And this one's whammon. That's all it tells me is it's whammon. Well, alright, I guess we have to attach the head. Maybe that will magically open the shelf? Maybe? I don't... Sure. I try attaching the human head. The human head fits the severed neck perfectly. The world suddenly distorts. Oh, they did the torture alive. Oh my god. A horrific scene appears before my eyes. This is the woman on the operating table? Some kind of experiment is being performed on her. It must be seen the past. I must be seeing the past. The sound triggers a change in views. Men in lab coats holding surgical tools, but they don't look like they're alive. The ghosts of the researchers seem to be stuck forever in the nightmare of the past. I can hear the men whisper from my left side. Hey, she's awake. Don't worry, she'll be dead soon anyway. True enough. Then something else interrupts. You. This time it's a cold whisper from my right. You can hear me, can't you? Don't be afraid. Soon. The voice on my right cuts off and I can hear the men in lab coats again. Oh god. Oh, it begins. Alright. Ha, 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 ha. Hey woman, which of these tools do you want us to cut your neck? This is for you, so we'll let you decide. What? A chisel. Chisel me, baby. Ha ha ha, good answer, you're pretty smart. Oh god. Unfortunately, you'll soon be saying goodbye to that clever head of yours. It's valuable material, we'll cut it off nicely. How was that the safe option? How is... Shut up, you're just like a pig, this is why I hate handling women. What the fuck is wrong with you? Be patient, we finally found a clue. Not yet, wait. Now give you power. Give you power? Give you power? What does that mean? The whisper from my right falls silent. Yeah, I never dreamed breaking from our usual method would go so well. Hey, pig, do you understand? Do you know the correct combination of head and body for the Heavenly Buddha? Male body, female head? Yeah, male body, female head? Precisely, and that's why we need your head. You could take someone else's. Honestly, you could just take someone else's. Gladly offer it up for the sake of our beloved country. No, it's mine. I need to keep my peanut brain. The problem is the soul freshness. Regardless of refrigeration, it's all up to the quality of the cut. Though there are only so many available methods, this is all the equipment we have. Then to the freezer. The voices on the left cut out. A determined voice echoes in my right ear. Oh, hate, 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 hate this whole world, tear it to pieces. The power to do that, I'll give it all to you. And the place where you hear me now, hate them, destroy them, understand? Yes, my options are yes, 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 and yes. Mortar, mortar. Good. Destroy them. When I return to my senses, I'm standing beside the operating table. Yeah, those looked like multiple doll arms. And, I'm starting to think back to our good friend Mary here. I'm really, really feeling like her getting destroyed might have been a godsend. Just then, something slides out of my hand, out of the hand of the corpse onto the table. Small key. Oh, Martin, I'm glad you love these streams. I love these streams too. I love these streams too. It's really fun with you guys. What I just saw, no, more importantly, the voice that kept speaking from my right side, who was that? You don't look so great there. Did you see something by chance? Yeah, actually. I explained to Banshee what I just saw. A horrible tragedy happened here in the past. It's possible that whatever triggered it might have been whoever that voice belonged to. Yeah, it's gotta be for the cabinet. Oh, that's interesting. Can't say I'm surprised something like that happened here. So what's that have to do with our marks? Maybe bringing Banshee was a bad idea. Well, I'm not sure about that part, but Banshee's right. This isn't helping us accomplish our goal. We need to search for whatever gave birth to the spirit. Let's keep looking. That small key I just found might belong to the cabinet here. I wouldn't be surprised if anybody did. I think there's corrupt people in all cultures, and that humans in power have the potential for atrocity. Yes. So I think horrible things like this could happen anywhere without us knowing. Is that a dark way of thinking? Oh well, let's play the game. I turn my attention to the mark on my wrist. It isn't coming yet. I glance over at Banshee, but they don't seem to be acting differently at all. Death should be slowly closing in on us, but it seems we still have some time. What's important right now is making sure we survive. New info was added to the spirit file. We can go back at any time, and now there's actually a shortcut to even do so. Inside is an old gun and research records. We've gotten a lot of weapons. Suddenly berserk, severe damage, sutra, chanting, complete insanity. Only those who made themselves deaf managed to remain sane. Do we have earplugs? Half spiritualized, destroy human head. The heart of all this, need to destroy the human head. That's all it says. Got gun with blanks. Research records 3. Alright, well. Man. Actually, it's kind of weird, but I really do like the fact that they never went, oh, look, it's Zukawa's body. Instead, they left us details to apprise ourselves with that information. I like subtlety like that. I really like subtlety like that. Is it this way? It should let us open now, right? I put my hand on the knob again and turn it. When I do, it turns smoothly with no resistance. Yeah, because we found the last research record. Inside the room are a number of Buddha statues. They're all missing their heads. It seems this is where they stored all the various statues they gathered through the theft or donations. This is the statue storage room. There's some angry feelings here, what with the handprints on the door. This has got to be the source that gave birth to the spirit. I brace myself for input from the other me. But it doesn't seem like that's happening. Does this mean I should already know? Alright, well that's just spooky spookums. Alright, well, let's look at all the statues first. It's a statue that looks like a divine general. It has armor from the Tang dynasty. It's a statue with its head cut off. It looks like it held a weapon in its left hand. It's a statue that looks like a Don't know what that word is. It's missing one of its arms and its head. It's, oh my god, another word I can't pronounce. It's missing its head. A statue with its head cut off. It seems to be holding some kind of Buddhist ritual implement. Then this is one we saw before. This is a statue that seems to be divine general. It's had its head severed. What's this one on the ground? A statue with its head cut off. It's lying pitifully on the floor. I search all the statues. Every statue here has a male body. Suddenly there's a sound of movement from within the box. Alright guys, you ready? It's a big iron box. We're gonna look at it first. It's coated with a thin layer of dust, but it seems to be in decent enough shape. I managed to open the box. Sheets of white paper are inside. They seem to be a multitude of talismans. Great. Great. Was something sealed here? Banshee peers into the box beside me. What about it? Find anything? Well... My voice sounds distant. The cause of the curse, what birthed the spirit, there's nothing like that here. No, there's nothing here. Ridiculous! Then what are you holding there? Banshee's right. It's not true that there's nothing inside. There is one thing. I never would have expected something like this, something that doesn't belong here. A box sealed by talismans has enshrined a Western-style cushion. Gee, that sure looks familiar, don't it? Banshee sighs, disappointed. Huh, well that's oh my god, the people stuck at the house! That's a bummer. No way a thing like that gave birth to a spirit. True. But the state of this room and the voices? Something important was definitely sealed up in this place at one point. Yet there's nothing here. We have to go. We have to go. We have to leave. We have to leave. Then the thing we're searching for, where the hell did it go? Do you not recognize the pillow pattern? Am I the only one that pays attention to details like these? That's the same exact pattern from the couch Mary sat on. It is the same exact pattern. That is the same fabric. A doll? We're talking about a doll that gives marks. We have photos that Mary was made and that she had a different color mark, and in here we find a pillow using the same thing Mary sat on. Come on, people! Come on! Characters, please! It is now that a now familiar pain flares up. God damn it, we need to get back. 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 There's a lot of pillows like that one. What kind of reasoning would that be? It's a game. It's a game. They wouldn't have given us a small detail about something that we would recognize this early. What is the bunny? I don't know. Hypothetically, it could be, the bunny could be the problem. We still haven't really figured out which one it is, Bunny or Mary, but I told you that I'm terrified of dolls, and if I'm given any excuse to attack a doll, I will. I don't like dolls. Mary has been the enemy of my personal taste from the beginning, and the game just gave me a reason to blame her. I'm doing it. None of you can stop me. Minutes away? What's going on? Is death closing in on us all of a sudden? No, it's... the spirit's here. Okay, that was fast. I don't think I'm ready. Oh, Jesus, Mother of Christ. Yep, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. We're leaving. We need to go. We need to get out of here. Okay. Oh, it feels like my whole body is numb, and maybe because of that hum. Do we have... Wait! Wait, hold on. You guys know things about weapons. When a gun fires, if you don't... A gun with blanks. If I were to fire the gun with blanks, it would affect our hearing, right? Like, it would hurt our eardrums? Would that make us go temporarily deaf? Anyone here who knows anything about guns? Would that work? We're doing the gun with blanks. Actually, I'll shake that and he'll do the gun with blanks. Okay, we're doing it. I lose consciousness. I shake the coconut bell, but I'm injured. Oh! Arm won't listen to me and flings the bell at my head. So it has to be the first person. Banshee fights their own hand, which turns the gun to their head and shoots. The blank explodes inches from my face, and my consciousness fades. There's a strong ringing in my ears, and it's preventing me from hearing it. You can still kill yourself with a blank, though, right? Can't you still kill yourself with a blank if you put it at your own head? Alright, you know what, game? Okay. Sure, whatever. Banshee is clutching their head like they can't hear anything either. The numbness has faded. We've lost the Suzu bells, though. And we're both injured. Cannon Soldier yells, making my heart clench. We're both injured. Oh my god, it's moving so slowly. Ugh. Spirit's too far away. We're shooting the sword blade. Okay, so because we did the blanks first, we're able to hit it. Spirit fades, becomes intangible, it yells. We're injured, but we should still be okay. We effed up because of the Kagura bell, but we know what to do now. We know what to do now. Gun with blanks, palm pistol. Bullets just pass through the spirit? Oh, because it goes... Oh no! And we died because of our first hit. So what it is we're guaranteed to get to 1 HP. We cannot fuck up once. But I get it. I understand. I know what to do-ish. I'm a little worried about the going invisible part. Face it again. 1 HP in a dream. Let's go. I get it. 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 God, that is creepy. Oh God, I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like this one. This one could give me potential nightmares, just visually. The bell would go on the version where it's invisible. The bell probably is what makes it where I can hit it again. Alright, so gun with blanks. Range short sword. I shoot the gun with blanks. I grab the gun, but I can't control my hand. It turns the gun towards my head and fires. The blank explodes. My consciousness fades. There's a strong ringing in my ears, and we're magically not dead, but that's fine. You like the... Okay, the design is extremely creative. That's why I hate it. Out of all the ghosts we've seen, this is such... It feels like such a unique, like, ghost monster take. This is such a unique looking enemy. And I do love that about it. But it scares me because of that. Continuing. Numbness has faded. We wound it. The spirit fades and becomes intangible. It yells. We're injured, but we're okay because this time we didn't take double damage from slapping ourselves with the bells. Alright, so now we're going to shoot the gun with blanks and we're going to shake the Kagura bells. We might have the wrong person. It might not work if it's not by a priestess. Because remember they gave us that note about if men do it, it doesn't work? Oh no, it did work. Okay, never mind. Kagura Suzubel flies into the air. I get the feeling we're not using it right. Never mind, that's still wrong. It could be because we need to have a female. I'm willing to still argue that one. Well, let's see what happens. Spirit yeah, because now it's intangible again. And we're gonna die because we can't hurt it on the next turn. Yeah, so we need to have... We need to go get Hiro. We have the wrong Oh! Oh. Oh. Because it's going to pass through and it's going to stab us. It slightly scraped the spirit's body and it stabs us. My vision darkens. I can see the spirit slowly drawing closer. Game over. Okay. We need to change our partner, but we know what to do. Decide again? What's the decision point? Okay, cool. So we can go right from here. Okay. I'm glad you love it, Kitsu. There is a shortcut out. It should be this one, right? Hey, Andrew, welcome in. Oh. Yep, okay, yeah, this is the shortcut out. I have a better understanding of the layout here than I thought. Climb the ladder, I can get above ground. Climb the ladder. Oh, excuse me. Now we're at Miyamachi North Road. Oh, there's dialogue for this. Climbing out of the manhole, we see that we're on K Miyamachi North Road. We managed to find a way out. It wouldn't hurt to go back to the mansion for now. God, I'm really hoping. Like, please let the pillow not just be a funny coinky dink. Hello, welcome on in. Do you want me to call you 6? MH? Do you want to use your full name? Let me know how you want me to refer to you, but welcome in. We're playing a Japanese point-and-click horror named Deathmark. It's one of my favorite games. It's really good. It's really good. And a new game's coming out, and I barely remember the game, so I wanted to replay it with you guys. And I hope you guys are enjoying it. At this point, we're pretty far in the game, so if it seems a little confusing, me and chat can give you a hand on what you've missed. But other than that, welcome on in and enjoy your stay. All right, we've got our new person. See, look at the fucking... When I hit talk, does it show the fucking... Look at that chair! Look at it! It's the same thing! It's the same exact texture! Calling it. Now. South Alley. No, wait, North Alley was closer. Yes, North Alley was way closer. We need to go to North Road. Pillows go on. Couches are usually sold in sets, okay? They're usually sold in sets. So there would be a matching pillow for said set. Just saying. I'm just saying. I would know. I'm fabric expert here. Alrighty. It should be right past this door. All right. They probably just didn't have a budget for a different sprite. It's a hand-drawn image. It wasn't a sprite. Someone drew it manually. I don't know, man. When you play the indie, like the little indie RPG Maker games, these kind of things are always exactly what you think they are. So maybe I'm relying too much on the logic I use for like indie RPG Horror Maker. But if I end up right, chat, if I end up right, you owe me a chalupa. Which is like $4. We've been through all this. Is there a skip button? We've done all this already. Something in there. This is where we see the pillow. Voice sounds distant. Pillow, 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 pillow. Pillow, pillow, pillow. What do you mean? Then what's that in your hand? She has the same dialogue. Kiro's right. It's true that there's nothing inside. That there's not nothing inside. I never would have expected something like this, something that doesn't belong here. A box sealed by talismans. I think the other thing that's strange is when we first entered the mansion. Okay, one, they're playing the music that plays in the mansion when we look at the pillow, all right? Okay? To add to my defense, it's the same music that's playing right now. And two, it's Western style, and they bring attention to this. It's Western style in Japan, and when we went to the mansion, they talked about how everything was in a Western style and how unique that was. If I end up wrong, this is gonna suck. You guys are never gonna let me live this down. If I end up wrong, I'm gonna get slapped across the goddamn face. I will never live this moment down. Chat will be like, remember the pillow? Remember the pillow, Angel? Remember the pillow? Alright, clips will be made about it. Look, But if I'm right! If I'm right! Boom understands. Boom thinks I have a reasoning. Boom thinks that there's some logic here. Death is closing in on us. Alright, I know how to handle this. Wait a minute. Do I know how to handle this, though? Are we killing it, or are we curing it? Have we... I'm only seeing one possible choice here. I'm not seeing an option for curing the grudge. Yeah, the bunny is still an active player, but I've already I told you guys the first time we saw Mary. It's dull, I don't trust it. I don't think we have a cure here. Alright, gun with blanks. Hopefully she's got good aim. I shoot the gun with blanks. I shoot it towards my head and I magically don't die, but we both go deaf. Strong ringing in my ears and it's preventing me from hearing the sutra chant. Heroes clutching their head, they can't hear anything. The numbness has faded and she chucks the sword. We wound it. Now we check to see if she's able to use the Suzu bells. Alright, gun with blanks, Suzu bells. Wasn't effective. The spirit turns solid again. It worked when Hiro used it. We needed to have Hiro for this. Alright. Gun with blanks. Palm pistol. Okay. Spirit fades and becomes intangible. This is where it gets nerve-wracking. We have to waste a turn on the Suzu bell with it this close. No, we don't. Wait. We can only, oh god. Hypothetically, no, I can't do the Suzu bell first. I can't do the Suzu bell first because I go first. Well, no, I could, because it'll turn solid even if I throw it in the air. It's close. It's gonna stab us on the next turn no matter what we do. I think what I need to do is I need to Suzu bell. He needs to Suzu bell, and she needs to Rusty Sword. I might be wrong, but this is what I'm running with. The spirit turns solid again. Kagura Suzuba flies into the air. I get the feeling we aren't using it right, but I think I am. Wounded, the spirit fades, becomes intangible. Never mind, it still does it. God damn it. Ah, that was my theory and it didn't work. So we hit it 4 times. We had 2 more blanks. Maybe we are able to stall it? The bell can only be used by a woman without it flying in the air. So we're able to get 1 turn with a male using it, but it flies after. Am I supposed to stall it in front of me? Oh, I don't want to. I gotta go 3 turns with it right in front of me? Ooh, that gives me the EBGBs. The sword is definitely the final decision. Huh. Oh, the chant had stopped when it got closer. Yeah, okay, we can hear the chant actively. At what point does the chant stop? Is it when it takes its hands off its face? Okay, well no, we don't hear the chant. Because we can't hear anything. I hit the Suzu bell first like a dumbass. Can I restart? Can I restart? Can I restart? Is there a restart option? Damn it, there's no restart option. I fucked up. All right, you guys ready for the most? I'm gonna throw the Suzu bell and I'm gonna palm pistol and we're gonna smack ourselves. This is the one. Oh. Wait, we didn't smack ourselves. We only had to do the blanks 1 time. We only had to do the blanks that 1 time when we heard the chant. I didn't have to keep using the blanks. I mean, we're wasting turns because we need it to kill us because I fucked up, but we just learned something that's actually important. I think we used the blanks as a turn ender, so that way we can get her to use the Kagura bells. But any turn where it's visible, we should both, there should be a middle turn where we both attack. is what I'm thinking. Right. Murder, death, and destruction. Okay, let's go again. Go again. Sorry, I'm kind of excited. Teehee. Alright, again. God, this is gonna be seared into my memory. I really like how they do these boss scenes. I really like how it's done. The animation style is so unique. It's so unique. Did I go phone? Stop it. Alright, it feels like my whole body is numb. Hold on. 1 second, guys. My phone isn't charging. My phone isn't charging, and I don't see the cable. Okay. Will you charge now, my beautiful phone? I'm gonna be off screen for a second because I need to restart my phone. So you're gonna just see my little ears in the corner there. Maybe I can. Oh, I don't have it to where it shows stuff. Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna look like this. Come on, turn on. I need it to charge. Alright, so we have to do the blanks first and then the ranged short sword first. Right, so that part works. Gun explodes, consciousness fades, phone is trying to come to life. So the bad news is my phone refuses to charge because... So TLDR, yesterday, water landed on my desk. And I thought it was just my desk. Well, I found out later that it had to have gotten in my... into my port because it said that there was water detected in the port. Yet, at this point, it's been overnight hours, and it's still saying that, and I know for a fact that it can't be at this point. And it's not trying to fix it, which is an issue. I thought maybe if I restart it, it might stop being stupid. But it's not being stupid, it's just being a jerk. Stop being a jerk, phone! Well, let's see if I can at least get it to track for the rest of the stream. And then I will have to borrow Dai's phone tonight while I figure it out. It is an Apple, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Heels clutching their head. Oh, we're tracking? We're tracking? What? Alright. I don't know how long we got, but we're gonna keep going. Hito is clutching their head like they can't hear anything either. The numbness has faded. Cannon soldier's wounded. Spirit fades and becomes intangible. Intangible. Alright, so this turn we have to do blanks because she has to Suzubel. So, gun with blanks, Suzubel. Technically, everyone on YouTube would considerably have a channel, but you can have an account and not have turned it into a channel. You have to actually turn it into a channel, but you'll still have like a channel URL. It's hard to explain. Alright. Am I able to hit her with the short sword? This close? Alright, well, we'll just keep going with the Suzubel. Wounded, spirit fades and becomes intangible. Shake the Suzubel. Becomes tangible again. Cannon soldier yells, making the heart clench. Okay, I see. I understand. I know what we're supposed to do now. I get it. I get it. I understand. The spirit stops. I guess the attack finally worked. Out of nowhere, footsteps approach from behind me. No! 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 A voice yells comically, and whoever it is puts their hand on my back, but I can't take my eyes off the spirit before me. Banshee, is that you? What are you doing? Instead of replying, he shoves something into my hand. It's a large chisel with a grip stained in blood. This is... I found it in that room in the mansion. In that instant, I understand everything. The heart of the curse that we were searching for, the object that gave birth to the spirit, so it was kept in the Cujo mansion? Oh, I'm so onto it. Oh my god, I knew it. Thanks, I'm gonna use it. I grab the chisel and face the spirit. Okay. Large chisel, Suzu bells. I swing the chisel down on the soldier. Huh? No, you don't owe me chalupa money yet. Alright, someone said between the eyes there's a chakra. And you guys said, and it said earlier to hit the soul, right? So, between the eyes, right? If we're going with chakra, it would be between the eyes then, based on what you guys have said. The thing about right ear or left ear, we didn't get anything that really determined right versus left. So we're going with between the eyes. I drive the chisel deep between the eyes. The Conan soldier convulses as it meets its ghastly end. But it turned red. It turned red, which means this is a failure. It starts to crumble. Its glare is enough to scorch the entire world. That turned red. So we're gonna see the normal end, then we're gonna go back. The statue stops moving and collapses. It stopped, right? It seems so. I don't got the mark anymore, so there's no doubt about it. The voice talked to us in the right ear! Kitsu is right! Kitsu said the voice talked to us in the right ear. That is a really astute observation. Kitsu big brain. 5-head Kitsu, we're trying that next. Once again, I'm the only one still cursed. Glad I made it in the nick of time. If my legs weren't in such good shape, it would have been over for us. I think at this stage I can be a little bit more normal sized rather than off screen. Kitsu Mega Brain arc? Thanks for saving us, but you know, that was pretty reckless. I thought I said it's dangerous for a group of mark bears to go somewhere haunted. Oh yeah, you did mention something like that when I was eating. Completely slipped my mind. Oh my god. Tell us, old man, what happened at the mansion? I'm not quite sure myself, but I'll tell you what I know. After you left, I wandered the place looking for something to eat. My mark hurt like hell right by a room. I slipped inside and found a bunch of chisels and things. Right? The room that was locked? He must mean the room I found. I was kinda out of it because of the mark at that point, but I noticed one of the chisels was glowing all weird with a dark light. I knew right away that it was hiding some awesome spiritual power. But what made you decide that you had to bring the chisel here? You seemed sure it'd be effective against the Conan soldier. I heard a voice when I picked it up. It reminded me of a lady, sorta. It said to bring the chisel to you. And that's when it hit me. It was what I'd been looking for. Oh, that thing you mentioned in the car. The heart of the curse that created the spirit. Exactly that. So I hoofed it over to give it to you. Hoofed? Oh, like horse hooves. When I looked through the room before, Yasuoka said that the Cujo family used to create Buddha statues a long time ago. It's possible that chisel we used to create the statue that became the Conan soldier. I don't know what the voice was that he heard. Probably something like the mysterious voice that guided me before. You know I haven't heard it in a while. And that's what happened. So we headed back to the mansion then, Steps? For one, I'm hungry, but I bet Diamond's worried too. I left without saying a word after all. Yeah. Searching for documents on the mark, carting all the statues out? It'll take more than a day to do all that. We should go back to the mansion and figure out what to do next. What, we're leaving already? I wanted to examine this place. I glanced at the statue fallen to the floor. Sorry, but you'll have to do that another time. No! Out of nowhere, she shrieks hysterically, glaring at us with a strange look in her eyes. What's the fuss, Hiro? You eat something weird? Here we go. Now, this is the bad ending. We're gonna go back and get the good ending, because Kitsu Kitsu is onto something really big here. And I want to try that. My mark suddenly scorches me. Each round, Toby, we've had someone that's kind of pointless. The only one that didn't have a pointless person, I think, was the bride. No, we never brought the otaku on that one. My flashlight blinks out and I hear voices echoing. The passage reverberates with sinister chanting like groans from hell. This chanting. It's the Kanin soldier. It's calling to Hiro. Kanin soldier, great Ashura. It's mine, no one can have it. She stumbles her way over to the fallen Kanin soldier. Hey, Hiro! Hold on, that's dangerous! It's still... She lowers herself next to the statue. She cradles its head lovingly in her arms. Oh, great Ashura. And then she's falling the same way... This is what happened to, Zukawa. This is exactly what happened to Zukawa. So Zukawa wasn't naturally insane. Zukawa's diary proves that she had sociopathic tendencies, okay? However, this proves that Zukawa was a victim of this one. The Kanin soldier stands up, raises a long arm, and slashes. Are we all dead now? Oh shit. Fresh blood sprays everywhere as her head rolls along the floor. No, it's just Hiro. Just Hiro. The Kanin soldier grabs Hiro's head and body still dripping with blood and walks away. And vanishes into the darkness. Damn! Banshee and I are frozen in fear. All we can do is stare. The moment we come back to ourselves, we bolt out of the shelter like we're being chased. Alright, so we're gonna just close, because at this point it's gonna reconvene with story continuation, and we want good ending. We want the good ending. And we're gonna try the right ear, because that... I was wrong. There is a point in the game where it did specify right and left, and it was the right and left ears. The left ears was the spirit speaking. The right ear is where we were hearing the voice that birthed the Kanin soldier. You are 100% right about that. That means we gotta go through the battle again. What in the hell just happened? Oh, we had to relaunch the game. Now we have to sit through all this again. Open the box, sheets of white paper, multitude of talisman. Hiro peers into the box beside me. So was something in there? Well, blah 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 blah. My voice sounds distant. Hey chat, what's up? How we doing? You know, I'm gonna quickly... do I have an option for tracking my model without... Because we're gonna... my phone's gonna die in a matter of seconds, and I need to figure out how to charge it. Let me see... Do you have an iPhone charger that doesn't use a port? It's still not charging, and it's about to die. Gonna switch to a PNG for now till we solve it. TP. I'll see if he has something we can use. And I should have my animated thing that I had made for Discord. I should have that. Oh, you know what? Here's what I can do. I can go into here. Alright. Yep, that works. Okay. And then if I go... I got an idea. So much for new model? Though this isn't the new model. I just need to figure out how to get the phone charging. That'll be... there's ways to do it. It's not going to be as hard as it sounds. It's just the problem is I noticed it right before we started stream today. And I should have a solution by the ASMR stream. Alright, where's my actual phone? We're just gonna hold tight real quick so I can swap this. And we have actual quality through the course of the stream rather than what we're dealing with now. Because I would hate for it to go dead and then you guys just kind of be stuck there. Did they change what this looks like? Nope, that's not right. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Is my authenticator app gone? Fine, make me do it the long way, you stupid... Freaking, it's just one of those days. It's just one of those days. Where it's just gonna be a butt. Go away, streamer mode. I gotta do this the long way. I gotta do this the long way. Could make me go to my email. Jesus Christ, how many steps is this gonna be? There we go, give me that. Give me this, so I can do this, so I can get into this. Okay, give me that. And our 85-step process. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Include own image. Apply. And then... Where is it? It should be here. Aha! Alright, can I flip it? I'm gonna have to flip it. Transform. Horizontal. Okay. Alright. Blit! Blit! Okay. We're good, guys. We're gonna continue. Here's our temporary solution. Do we like it? If you like it, give me some hearts in the chat. Give me some hearts in the chat. Fine, you don't like it? Bitch. Wow. I'm sad. It's just a temporary solution, don't worry. We'll have a better long-term solution. Alright, let's get past all this dialogue. I'm gonna turn this thing off and see if it's off for a while, if that might fix our problem. Go away. Alright, phone. I'm small. I'm small. I'm a small baby. Right, there's the pillow. We know that he brings us the chisel. Thanks guys, I appreciate it. Yeah, we paused so I could swap to a PNG for now while I figure out how to troubleshoot my phone. Because I think we have one of those chargers where it's like you put it on the back side and it charges it that way. I think I have one of those. So I just need to do that. And then it'll come back to life and we'll be Gucci. And I'll just have to figure out a way to do that while it's live in the meantime. Or how to get the inside to stop being a butt. Come on. Come on. I know. Murder monster. I'm struggling to take you seriously. Don't worry. We're actively working on the solution. This is just temp. Can I borrow tea? Guy also has an iPhone, so he might just let me borrow his. Have you tried flipping over the charger? I have. None of it's working. I'm just gonna leave the phone off for a little bit. See if it'll just not be stupid. And then maybe either Dai will help me find the other type of charger where it charges from the backside. Or, yeah, so last night I poured water all over my keyboard. I'm using my old keyboard. Funny story. If you've noticed it sounds weird, that's why. And I thought that it was just on the keyboard because the phone was pretty far away when that happened. No, it got in the phone too. And right before stream and I went to start, it was like, oh yeah, we can't charge. And I was like, huh? Okay. Right? Okay. We need to try the right ear. The problem is I have an Android phone for like my actual phone, but the type of tracking I do is like iPhone specific. They recently launched an Android version, but I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to use it. Nope, nope. Okay, so it's invisible, so it's the blanks and the Suzu bell. Okay. And now it's the palm pistol and the Suzu bell. Alright, and then she Suzu bells, and then it gets close. Okay, okay, okay. I was using iFacial mocap. I don't think that's the one that's like the best for it. Is it invisible right now? No, it's not. Okay. Army sword, Suzu bell. Wounded, spirit phase becomes intangible, Suzu bell. Spirit stops, the attack works. This is when old man shows up. Gives us the item we're looking for. Yeah. That should be the one. I think that's the name of it. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'd have to look at it. Oh, there is our savior. There is our savior. Hello. I'll relaunch the programs. And then we can troubleshoot it in the background. We're getting the models back. Thank you, Dai. Hey, do you want to take this baby boy and see if you can figure out how to work magic? Because I've tried, it's not even trying to like, it's not, I restarted it, and it didn't even pop up a notification about it, it's not charging. So I don't, you're the tech master. Have fun with that. I believe in you. Alright, what is, this one has a different, eh? Nope. We get to sit here anxiously. Isn't that beautiful, honey? Like the chat's just staring at me. Oh, sorry. Oh! It just, okay. That's cool. No complaints here. Not complaining. I have to get this part out first. And get this part working. Because this is completely different. Because this isn't tracking at all. But maybe it'll do everything. Oh. Normally it does both for me. Yeah, because when it's just the one, that happens. The thing in the bottom right. That's okay. I can just adjust the other way. We're just a little scuff here, chat, but we're doing our best. Okay. That. Alrighty. Around 7. Okay. Okay, there's that. Alrighty. And then we're gonna have to move it here. Yeah, I see that. I know. Okay. There we go. Alright, we're back in business. We're back in business. All is good. It was scuff galore, but we're here and we're working. Okay. I froze time. Dai does have a channel, yes. Does someone want to grab it? Does someone want to grab the link and shout the boy out? Our tech savior, while he tries to figure out what happened to the phone. Grab the chisel and I face the spirit. Alright, it's time. Chisel. Sure, Suzu bell. Right ear. I jab the chisel at its right ear. It stares at me dispassionately. Right ear was correct! Let's give it up for Kitsu! Let's give it up for Kitsu, because right ear was correct! He was right! Holy shit! Kitsu! Holy Kitsu W! That might be the first, like, genuine Kitsu W that we need to mark down in the history of the channel. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Holy shit, it was the right ear. Holy crap. Finally it smiles and disappears. That's such a good feeling. That's such a good feeling. The statue stops moving and collapses. It stopped, right? Seems so. I don't got the mark no more. Right, okay, so let's get to the point where things are different, because things will be different. Glad I made it in the nick of time. If my legs weren't in such good shape, it would have been over for us. Thanks for saving us, but you know that was pretty reckless. I thought I said it's dangerous for a group of mark bearers to go somewhere. Did mention something like that when I was eating. Completely slipped my mind. Tell us, old man, what happened at the mansion. Right, found the chisel in the locked room, gave him the weird feeling, it had a dark aura. He was just a hungry guy. So what's crazy is he was actually extremely useful if we didn't take him with us. Because if he was with us, he would have never found the chisel. Ignoring the fact that we needed Hiro, we would have never gotten the chisel if he wasn't back here. Thank God this chapter didn't have 2 female choices. Like if the old man was an old woman, that would have been rough. I would have been like, oh yeah, this is right, and then never realized that they had to be at the house to find the item. Right, we've seen all this before, we've done all this before, come on. Come on, get me to the point that's new. I really need a skip button. Is there not a skip button? There is a skip button! Sorry, but you'll have to do that another time. Fine. In exchange, not one word about this shelter to anyone else. I'm gonna study every inch of it. Yeah, okay. Hey now, this is my home. I can't have you rooting around here. You're just saying that. You don't legally live here. I'll bring you food, so stop complaining. Much obliged. That's like 2 whole chapters where Hiro was vitally important, no? Yeah. Well, Hiro was discovered in the last chapter, and she gave us information, but we actually needed to use I because the piano was the key point. I might be imagining, but it feels like the air in here is a little less stagnant than it was before. He doesn't legally live there. I mean, he doesn't own the deed, that's for sure. We climb up out of the manhole in Emno South Alley. Diamond runs up to us drenched in sweat. He looks even worse than usual. He probably shouldn't have run. I found you. Hey, old man, why did you suddenly sprint out of the mansion? My mark's gone now, too. What in the world happened? I had something to give to Steps. Isn't that right, Hiro? I guess. I'd rather not think of the consequences if you hadn't made it in time. I'm not sure I followed, but it seems he really helped you out. Well then, if I must do my investigation another day, are we splitting ways here? Our marks are gone now. Steps still has his, though. This always happens, I'm used to it. But now I might be able to change that. I finally discovered where the stolen statues from 8 Shrine are. I'm lost, but I'm glad for you. It's thanks to all of you. I'll figure out the rest out by myself. You should all return to your regular lives. You're saying we should split up then? Yeah, the creepy doctor guy literally just kind of hung out. If we had taken him with us at some of the investigative points, he might have had some cool details. But it would have been soft content. You sure you'll be okay? Something will work out eventually. Besides, this is Sayakujo's dying wish. I want to respect it. Huh. Well, thanks. I'll head back then. I've been missing all those chemical smells from the lab. Good to hear your research is exciting, but don't forsake your humanity over it and end up like Miss Zoo. Like I'd do that. It's not even funny, by the way. Oh yeah, Mr. Steps, whenever you want to get those statues, I'll help you out. Until then, see you. I'll be off as well. Honestly, all this has put a strain on me. I'm barely staying upright. Whatever you do, don't collapse on your way home, please. Hey, Steps. One day I'm hoping to let the public know about this underground shelter, for the sake of the wandering souls without a proper burial. I'd like if you could help with it. See you around. Well, phrasing, what did I say? What did I say? Guess I'll go too. You're not returning to the shelter, are you? I'm not that brave. The soldier's gone, but there's plenty other things down there. I'll give it a few days to settle. So you're still planning on going back. I'm not sure if I'd call that a smart move. Comes with living this kind of life. I'll bunker down in the park or under a bridge until things calm down. See you, Steps. Bring more food next time, yeah? Can't we just, like, adopt him? There's a lot of extra space in our house. Sure would be great to have someone who could see spirit shit with us! The former mark bearers have all left. I should probably head to the mansion myself. I've got to decide what to do next. I hear a voice calling from behind me. I turn to see Banshee in the middle of the road staring intently at me. What's wrong? I remember now. His eyes are as wide as saucers. I forgot because of the mark, but I've met you before. What? What do you mean? Well, let me think. He scratches his chin. I know his memories are probably all a mess, having just gotten them back, but I don't have time to wait for him. Yeah, we first met 5 years ago, and then again 10 days ago. I feel like I've been struck by lightning. I first arrived at Cujo Mansion 10 days ago. And that means I met him before I lost my memories. I need to know, who in the world am I? I couldn't say. I wasn't interested in asking your name and you didn't give it. Then tell me what you do know. Tell me about myself, please. Okay. I owe you for the food, so ask. What should I ask about? Let's start with 5 years ago. You showed up at the shelter. Wanted to know about the Heavenly Buddha Project, gave me food. Huh, actually, you were more focused on the Cujo family than the Cannon Soldier. Why did we talk about them? The head at the time was majorly involved in the project. He was famous for his spiritual power, so the army asked him to help. He loaned them a number of his family's prized sacred treasures. Loaned. Loaned. They weren't stolen, they were loaned. You really zeroed in on that bit. Do you know what exactly the army got? Yeah, the shelter had a list. A mirror, a chisel, Buddha statues, cursed objects, and holy talisman. They were all returned to the family. Which means they're all in the mansion now. You kept popping by a few times until one day you just didn't. I only saw you next 10 days ago. Next is 10 days ago. I just seen the Cannon Soldier, and you can bet I booked it out of the manhole. I ran into you on the street. Had you treat me to food to celebrate. Thanks for that, by the way. Banshee's talking about the person I was before I lost my memories. It's weird to hear about myself this way. You'd mentioned you'd been overseas. You'd only come back recently, about a month ago. Oh, and that's when I learned of the mark. You told me about it. It slipped my mind until just now. By that time, was my right arm... Yeah, it had the mark. You were acting all odd, though. You'd go to remember something, then stumble over the words. The curse was probably in the late stages. In fact, I'd completely forgotten my name and passed a few hours after that. By the by, I've got something to tell you. This here Banshee Ito is a much nobler character than regular folk. That's why I lead a detached life away from the world's vulgarities. What are you trying to say? I could be crazy desperate, but I'd never shame my dear departed mom or divine providence, you understand? No, you lost me. I'm saying I'd never resort to stealing, even dying of hunger. Here, these are yours. He pulls out a wristwatch and a wallet. Each looks like an antique. They're inlaid with subtle designs. You forgot them at the restaurant. Let me see them. I grab them both and rush to open the wallet. But there's no ID inside. There was no driver's license or company card with an ID in it when you got it? Don't ask me. You said you forgot your old wallet somewhere and lost it. It was probably in there. Ugh. And look at what else is in the wallet. Bills, coins, and a number of familiar business cards. Saya Cujo's spirit healer. Oh, those things. You tried to give me one. Told me to go there if I remembered anything. But I gave it back. I don't make a habit of carrying useless stuff. Saya Cujo's card was in my pocket when I first arrived at the Cujo mansion. It must have been the one that Banshee returned. There's no doubt about it. I lost all my memories after I met Banshee. I've asked everything I want to know, but something's still bugging me. Did I say anything about the mark when you saw me 10 days ago? Well... I was so focused on eating that I wasn't paying full attention. Are you kidding? Oh yeah, you said the same thing as Hiro about the Cannon Soldier, though. There's no way a human head on a statue will make it move? But it did actually move. That's what I thought, too. And then... you said something strange. You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her. Her? That's not all. You said she gave you the mark. That she loved watching you lose your memories and fear death. You made her kick the bucket once, but she came back to life. You said you needed to do the same thing done 50 years ago to get rid of her. If they aren't talking about Mary, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. I can lose my mind. My heart wants to beat out of my chest. I can feel sweat run down my face. There's no way I can keep calm. Before I lost my memories, I'd known who cursed me with the mark. Hey, old man. Who's she? Did I tell you? I wanted to know too, so I asked, but you couldn't answer me. I don't think you were trying to hide it. You just honestly didn't remember. Was that because of the mark? That's about all I can tell you. Steps, you should get going soon. Go where? I'll tell you in your car. I'm real tired of standing. I'd like to sit for a bit. There's no point in arguing here. I'll just get it out of him once we're in the car. Yeah, oh man. It's fucking Mary. It's fucking Mary. I'm saying it now, man. I'm saying it now. It's gonna be Mary. It's gonna be Mary. Nope, the mansion's out of the way. What? Banshee clambers into the back seat of the car. His heavy scent fills the enclosed space. Oh, I can finally catch my breath. Now then, driver, take us to the Forest by H Castle. Castle? Castle? There was a castle? H Castle? What? What? Hmm? I drive down the familiar road. You guys might hear some bonking because Dai's trying to fetch the cable from behind my monitor. All the lights along the way are strangely green. We reach our destination without me having to... What? There we go. Slow down the car even once. The engine chugs along. I feel the wheels of fate turning like those on the car I'm riding in. 10 days ago, I promised in exchange for you buying me an extra order of almond jelly. If you did forget everything, I'd take you to H Shrine. Sounds like I prepared for everything. But if I was that careful, why didn't I leave myself a clue? Why prepare if I was just going to forget? Did the curse progress faster than expected, so there wasn't time? Or did someone get rid of it? But if I had business at H Shrine, why didn't I go there while I still had my memories? Something about timing. Waiting for some magic summer cleaning or clear away impurity. Suddenly, my old self echoes in my head. I speak the words out loudly as realization dawns. The summer purification rites. The rites held at the shrine to exorcise evil on the last day of June. It's really weird we're playing this in June. Okay, that's a little strange. That's a little uncanny. That's a little uncanny. I don't like that. You pass through woven reeds to cleanse yourself. I was trying to use that ritual to exorcise the impurity. Ah, I gotcha. Only a little. Luckily, today's the 1st of July. Alright, time skip. Woo! So the rites or whatever are done. Should be no problem now. Woo! Yo, are there reeds in Texas? Exercise the impurity, huh? What kind of impurity was I trying to cleanse? The more I learn, the less I understand. My previous self is like a complete stranger to me. Maybe the in-game calendar matches your computer? No, it's pure coincidence. It has to be. Because the summer purification rites, what if I was playing in winter? You know what I mean? Like, that wouldn't land. Oh god. How many times have I come to this forest now? The creepy arcady church? I don't know what that word is still. And thick trees look the same as always. It was arch, right? Yes, it was. You know where H Shrine is? Yeah, lead the way. You've never been there? First I heard of it was 10 days ago. Hey, Ozpin! Sakio, welcome in, welcome in! Benshi and I push through the vegetation and make our way down the beast trail. We pass under the stone torii gate. And there's the mirror. And finally arrive at the desolate H Shrine. The few headless Buddha statues that are left shine in the light of the flashlight. So the statues used in the project were stolen from here? Yeah, that's right. Is it really true that the statues are connected to the mark somehow? June isn't winter in Japan, no. No, you're thinking of, like, with the equator. Australia, June would be winter because of the equator, but, Japan is on the same hemisphere that we are. So, for them, it still matches seasonally. I've considered the possibility that the mark was caused by their divine wrath. So it's winter for operative, but it's not winter in Japan. 10 days ago, you said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her. this course I've been following this whole time, then at some point I had to have been fed some huge lie. But what could it be? A shudder runs through me at the thought. I feel like I'm looking into the depths of hell. Oh, I thought they were in the southern hemisphere. They gotta be close. Nah, they're actually pretty northern. Geography isn't my best strength, but I'm a weeb. I know a fair amount when it comes to Japan, at least. Being a nerd has some positives. You said 10 days ago that the altar holds something important, something about needing to keep it here to exorcise the impurity. But we checked this with... We came here before. Huh? What's going on here? The thing's empty! Don't ask me, it was already gone when I was here earlier. Well, that's darn weird. You said that there was a cloth pouch. What was inside? A small fist-sized statue, a Nenji Butsu or something. It was the Go Shintai for the shrine. The Kujo head used it in the shelter to stop the mess 15 years ago. And again, it's the Kujo family. They must have strong ties to the mark. That's about all I can do for you. At least it was enough to pay off for the dessert. We should head back soon. Right. I'm still unsure about what my old self was thinking, but it's clear whatever plan I had didn't work. Where did the Nenji Butsu go? On the way back... blah, blah, blah. On the way back, I feel reluctant to go. I keep turning to look towards the shrine. Each time I do, Banshee hurries me onto the forest entrance. Well, this is where we part ways. You're not gonna ride back with me? I'm gonna be honest with you, I got a bit carsick on the way here. Flat roads were fine, but the curves and the hills did me in. I just got a nice meal and I'd hate to throw it up, so I'll walk back. But it's pretty far from here. Kids are such wimps these days. When I was young, I used to walk across the Himalayas all the time. This ain't nothing! Ha ha ha! Alright, you do you. His laugh is loud enough for the whole forest to hear. He waves and leaves me alone. Once out of sight, I get into the car. I'm pretty close to the equator now, 'cause Texas. could be closer, but for an American, it's pretty close. I pull out of the deserted parking lot and drive back to the mansion. As I count the streetlights passing by, I go over everything Banshee told me. 50 years ago, in the shelter, the Conan soldier went berserk, but it wasn't because of the army's experiments, it was her. The army was unable to stand up to the threat of her and the soldier, but the Kujo family had used the Nenji Butsu to settle everything. However, she still exists in this time period. She was the one who gave me my mark. Before I lost my memories, I was planning on using the Nenji Butsu like they did before. This isn't his memory. This is what he's being told by... This is what he was told by the guy. He doesn't actually remember this. He's going over what he learned from the homeless man that we apparently encountered while we were still with some memories. But he doesn't actually remember this. I left it at 8 shrines so it could be cleansed of its impurity, but somewhere along the line it went missing. The past me probably couldn't have predicted that it would happen. Yeah, we're reflecting on what we just learned. I'm almost back at Kujo Mansion. As my drive comes to an end, I focus on what the most important detail is. That's right, who she is. I think we have enough clues. I think we have enough clues there. Oh, we mean Banshee Gain is back? All of the other characters got their memory back really efficiently after. When both times with... Guys, remember the detective? Both times in his case, it flooded back to him almost while we were in the same area. Same for the schoolgirl in the very beginning. I'm from California. I moved out this year, actually. I moved out this year. As much as I like... Mashita, thank you! As much as I like California beaches, California is not a very, financially beneficial place. I have a hunch about her identity, but I can't be sure yet. And that definitely proves that she was there. I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! 50 years ago, she made the Conan soldier move down into the shelter, and Kujo's family had sealed her. They would have brought her to the mansion. Sacred objects for the project of which she was one were returned to the Kujos. I gripped the steering wheel tighter. If there were any way to defeat her, it just has to be in the mansion. Yeah, you guys owe me a fucking chalupa. You owe me a chalupa. I earned a chalupa today for my brain. I don't have any solid proof, but the fragments of my memories are whispering to me. Chat collectively owes me a single chalupa, and there is the chalupa. PK, thank you for the chalupa. I'm pretty sure that membership will pay for a chalupa. Thank you very much. Oh, that means the final boss is a doll. Great. Great. Hopefully they explain the bunny though, because that still doesn't fully... That is the one piece that is not really puzzling in yet for me. The entrance doesn't look any different. But our mark is burning. My mark burns. The sharp pain nearly brings me to my knees. And that's true, the doll was smashed. However, he says in his dialogue that he had killed her once before. So what if you have to do more than smash the doll? Which is even worse news for me. It seems she has no intention of hiding her presence any longer. New info was added to the spirit file in pursuit of the truth. Save. We're saving. Was chisel enough? Alright. What do we have? We still have all the items from that location, all of our notes. Talk! Alright. There she is! There she fucking is! Aw, thank you for the chalupa void! Mwah, thank you. You guys didn't actually have to, but thank you, I really appreciate it. Whew, so we meet again. Mary's voice is soft. I know now. Behind those words is hidden an intense lust for blood. Oh, I'm so on edge. You came back to life rather quickly. You gave me nearly a whole day, more than enough time. I admit that Rabbit's attack surprised me, but unexpected events can themselves be rather enjoyable. When I had brought Mary to 8 Shrine, we caught sight of the rabbit there. It might have suspected Mary's true nature. That rabbit, its great love for you pushed it into recklessness. What was that rabbit really? Determine that for yourself. Who are you? Know that and the answer will come. Though it's impossible so long as you bear the mark I gave you. And that's it. Mary gave me the mark. I had a hunch, but hearing it from her lips fills me with dread. Just what are you trying to accomplish? Dragging the living to the depths of despair before killing them? I believe I explained that it's a spirit's utmost desire and joy. And I had your cooperation with achieving that. Cooperate? That's ridiculous. Oh? Have you not realized yet? You did bring those pathetic mark bearers directly to the spirits, did you not? They feared the spirit's existence, trembled in the face of death. Oh, I savored the taste of the fear and despair. Most delicious. You had all of us help out just to terrify the mark bearers even more? Clearly. I could have waited for the curses to complete if I only wanted them dead. That is not the only lie. Mark bearers must stay in small groups. Do not contact outsiders. All of my instructions were to drive you into a state of emergency. And not once did you doubt me. Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. Fucking bitch. Fucking knew it. I bet she's telling me all of this because she wants me terrified with how hopeless the situation I find myself in is. I'm frozen in place and I know my face must be as pale as death. She must be loving this. Don't tell me you created all those spirits just to accomplish that? Indeed. When Lady Christie believed divine wrath was the cause of the mark, I had never been more amused. Her foolishness was so delightful, I just had to come along with you. So you lied. Of course. How could a pile of broken statues possibly do anything? I could be imagining it, but I feel like she hesitated for a moment there. Oh, did she? Oop. 50 years ago, I was sealed away by the head of the Kujol family. I awoke here 5 years ago. At the time, I was still unable to speak and communicate. But it seems my awakening alone caused a number of ripples. Those who died unfortunate deaths on cursed land became monstrous spirits. The H elementary abuse, the honeybee mass suicide, Seiko's assault and suicide. They all happened 5 years ago. I finally regained my full power a little over a month ago. Then the Buddha statue connected to me 50 years ago began moving. The woman killed by the statue was also influenced by my power. That must be the Conan soldier in Zukawa. Zukoa believed it was a divine oracle from the soldier, when it really had been Mary. She did as the great Ashura said and transformed herself into Miss Zu. Once my strength returned, I again bestowed my power on spirits. It connects humans to me and manipulates them into a panic. The mark. I know you've been toying with us, but well, was there really a need to make us connected to you in some way? Well, of course. By being in direct contact with you, I could taste your fear. Even now. Are you scared of me, Lord Steps? Bitch! Very admirable. Her porcelain face cracks. Was that the bad decision? Did I make the bad decision? Oop. Ever since you declared that you would fight the mark, I have waited eagerly for this day. Oh god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't like this. Over the past 10 days, I have tasted your fear through the mark, thick and syrupy, as sweet as honey. Each savored morsel made me want to smash you to pieces, but I waited. I'm not so foolish as to kill a goose that lays golden eggs. But I cannot take it anymore, like crushing a ripe fruit and sipping its juices. I want to break you down and savor your sweet fear. Oh god! Oh! Ah! I didn't like that! I didn't like that! Her jaw unhinged! I don't like dolls! A mark has dyed crimson. Death's here. Oh boy! My thoughts blur together suddenly. What happens to a mark bearer right before dawn? I've seen it many times. Is that what's happening to me right now? No! Get out of here! She's gonna kill me! I can hear Mary stand up on the sofa. At this rate, the rabbit's fate's gonna be mine too. I've gotta run. We're booking it. Check within the red in my room. Saya Kujo's room. We're going to Kujo's room. Something whispers in my ear. That's right, that voice. But what does my room mean? Focus. Who does that voice... Kujo! She said it was someone who loved me. At this point, I'm starting to think that we are part of the Kujo family. I'm running out of options. Mary's coming closer. Where should I run? Saya Kujo's room. It's Saya Kujo's room. My room? Fucking... Saya's room. Right? I sprinted full speed up the stairs and fly into Saya's room. Oh, alright. Whew. Whew, because she had the blood pile that disappeared before, right? Much like the entrance hall, it's dark. The voice said, check within the red in my room. Is something there? But where should I look? In the blood pile. The blood, there's literally floor. 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 Come on. We could be. That's a running thought. There were 3 heads in a 10-year fashion. Age-wise, we would land in the brothers' range. The family head that would have been before Saya. Saya Kujo's bloodstain is still on the floor. It's obviously dry by this point in time. There might be something laying on top of it. I can't be sure as it's dark. Nothing was there the last time I was here. Picking it up, I discover that it's a small pouch. It's the Nenjibutsu. Inside is a hard, thin object. I move over to the moonlight to see it better. It's headless. It's a small Buddha statue. It can't be. Is this the Nenjibutsu? It seems stained with blood and I get an ominous feeling from it. The impurity, it hasn't been exorcised yet. I instinctively know the instant I see it. My mind is suddenly flooded with all of my memories of the Nenjibutsu, one after another. 50 years ago, the head of the Kujo family used this to seal Mary's power. He put the Nenjibutsu inside her to seal her. Then about a month ago, someone took it out. That person was me. Alright, so this is the image we saw on the poster board. Because of that, Mary regained her power. The Nenjibutsu in my hand looks exactly as it did back then, full of impurity. Impurity that's built up from sealing Mary's power for 50 years. What is Mary? I don't know. They haven't said it yet. To cleanse it, I left the Nenjibutsu at the uncontaminated 8th shrine. It would take time to exorcise all the impurity. It's already July. The summer purification rite is over, so why is it still impure? The object the rabbit had in its mouth. It could have been carrying the pouch instead of the master key. Then the Nenjibutsu was taken away from 8th shrine before the beginning of July. Maybe the rabbit saw Mary by the shrine and was scared she would find it. So it had no choice but to seal it away. Okay, but who is the rabbit? The door to the adjacent room opens. Is the rabbit Saya? I don't know how that makes sense, but that's the only thing that makes any correlation here. Mary must be looking for me, but she can sense the presence of mark bearers. What's going on? Wait, is it possible that Saya's blood is protecting me? Bring it to where I met my end. Okay, so Saya is the rabbit. And the rabbit died in the main hall. So... yeah, they died somewhere else. If this is where the Voice's owner died, they must have met their end somewhere else. There's only one other place. The main hall. The rabbit. While Mary is in the room next door, I sprint down the entrance hall. I make a beeline to Mary's sofa and spot where the rabbit died. The voice that spoke to me and helped me every time a spirit was closing in. If Saya was working through anything, it must have been the rabbit. Sensing something, I looked down at my hand. The Nenjibutsu's impurity is gone. Is this what you've been telling me, Saya? I speak to the I speak to the departed woman who's guiding me as I struggle without memories. But the Nenjibutsu, the source of the doll's curse, press it to the black mark, which is her right arm. Upper right arm. Then the whispers stop. Right arm? It's the right arm? Yeah, it's the right arm. The floorboards creak ominously. I raise my head to the staircase, rising into the darkness before me. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, my God, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, God, it is the definition of the things I hate. You know, I thought it was strange that I didn't remember much about this game, despite how much I loved it. This is why I'm very good at forgetting things that freak me out, and this is the definition of my worst fears. Jesus Christ. A dark figure stands on the landing. I found you. Ha. Can we not? Can we not? Can we? Oh, Jesus. That's what the blurred out background was this whole time? That's grody. The mark scorches me, my head goes blank. No, don't! Stop! Stay on the stairs! Mary's coming closer, my body won't listen to me. Oh my God, stop it! Oh, that's so horrible! Oh God! Mary closes her hands around my neck. Oh, she's trying to kill me. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay. Is there anything I can do? Huh? I squeeze the Nenjibutsu and the fog that's impending my thoughts lift. Why is she bleeding? Dolls don't have blood. She's just trying to scare us. Her whole thing is about making me feel fear. It's like she knows this is my worst fear, damn it. It's like she knows. There's still a struggle to think. I should be able to move my arm now. Put the Nenjibutsu on the source of the curse. Right arm, upper right arm, upper right arm. Upper right arm, upper right arm, right arm, right arm, right arm. It's the right arm, right arm, right arm. Right arm, right arm, right arm. It is working. Right arm. It's the right arm, right? It's the right arm. I'm talking right arm here. It's the right arm here. I managed to drag my impossibly heavy arm and stick the Nenjibutsu on Mary's right arm. Yes! It was the right arm. She's hiding it. But I'm sure that's where the black mark was. Not a fan of Chucky, no. But like, more in the mannequin line is what scares me. And she's more like a ball-jointed mannequin in the sense that she's larger. She's human-sized. She's not just like a little tiny hee-hee-hoo-hoo doll that I can kick and send flying in the football field. That thing could kill me. Is she screaming? I think she's screaming. She's screaming. Scream louder, bitch. You scared the shit out of her. Oh! Marks bloom on Mary one after another. They're all the color of blood. It's like the curses of those she killed. Oh God. Oh, that's it! We got it right! We did it right! We did it right! We saw the white stuff first. That sounded weird. We saw the white haze before we saw the blood. Guys, I didn't expect this to be finishing the whole game today. I thought there was another chapter. But apparently, chapter 5 is the last chapter. Mary shatters into dust. Did I really do it? I hesitantly look down at my right arm. And it's finally gone! The mark is gone. I did it? I finally did it. I have to say it out loud to convince myself. A victory at the expense of Saya's life. I can't claim it's completely over, but there's no harm in being relieved for now. The fog clouding my head clears away. My memories slowly return to me. Yeah, she could just be trolling us. I sure hope not. I look around the dimly lit hall again. I know this mansion well because I'm... There's a 6, it's a DLC. Is there? The clock on the second floor begins chiming wildly like it did 10 days ago. When I make my way to it, it stops, almost as if it has a will of its own. That's right, this grandfather clock. I think a skilled ancestor of the Cujo family crafted it. That one chisel may have been used to make it. That's right, inside this clock. We tried to open the clock at the beginning of the game, remember? I open the door and stick my hand inside. My fingers brush something hard. Taking it out, I realize it's a voice recorder. I press the play button. It's a man's voice, a voice I know all too well. It's my voice. He is Masamune Kujo! Okay, who is it in chat that said that he's probably the brother? Because bingo, you were right. Man, at the very beginning of the game, I was super aggressive and I tried to shove my hand in this clock thinking it would get us killed. It was the entire plot of the game, was in the clock. The whole plot was inside. It was there. It was there. I decided to leave this recording behind in case something should happen. That doll may dispose of any files or documents. I'm banking on her overlooking a piece of technology. As I listen, I start to remember recording this. I'd done it right before I released... I done it right before I received the mark from Mary. Now where should I begin? Oh man. Oh man! This is so cool. It started 5 years ago. 2 years after I became the Cujo family head. My sister Saya and I found the doll in a wood box while sorting the warehouse. The moment I broke the seal and saw her, I could sense something sinister. But it took a while longer to fully understand what she truly is. God, if only there had been records. But great-grandfather who sealed her didn't leave any before his early death. Because of that, his descendants weren't told about the doll. I managed to learn the doll had been loaned to an army lab during the war. A strange old man who lived in an underground shelter told me. Then I went overseas to try to get more information on the doll. But I got into an accident while away and was presumed missing, so Saya became the new family head. I wasn't able to contact her until she had inherited the title. It wasn't something worth contesting. So I explained everything and had her keep up the facade while I was missing. Public records stated that Masamune Kujo was very much alive, of course. I couldn't have used my passport or license otherwise. That's how we met Banshee. Yep. I'm off topic, sorry. I only just returned to the country last week. Other psychics abroad all agreed it would have been best to leave the doll be. A Nenji Butsu inside the doll still suppressed its cursed power, but I realized that it was almost at its limit. If I had left it alone, it would crumble. Then it'd be impossible to suppress the cursed power of the doll. That was worst-case scenario. But what has to be done? The answer I came up with was to remove the Nenji Butsu from the doll temporarily. Its impurity would be cleansed after a month stored in a pure area, and then I'll place it back in the doll. If I succeed, the doll's power will be sealed for a few more decades. But the problem is that 1 month. I have no idea what kind of curse will be released when the doll's unsealed. I'll do what I can to prevent disasters, but my power can't compare to the Nenji Butsu. I can't guarantee anything. There may be victims again like the tragedy 50 years ago. But this is a necessary evil. It must be done in order to prevent even more people from falling victim. After this, I'll disassemble the doll and remove the Nenji Butsu. I pray everything goes according to plan and the worst of evils is avoided. I hope this record isn't needed. Damn, we were so wrong though. But if the one listening to this has a loved one who's fallen victim to the curse, then I'm very sorry. Boy, we killed our little sister. The recording ends there. Damn it! I clench my fist so hard my nails dig into my palms. Yes. The voice on the tape was mine, but I'm furious with it. I don't know that person at all. The mark has claimed so many victims over the past month. I even lost my little sister, Saya. Was she just another inevitable victim that the voice spoke of? Oh! 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 Nope, I'm a different person. Fuck that man, I can't forgive him. Ever since I lost my memories, I've lived as Steps. My blood boils at what Masamune Kujo did. Stick it to him! Chapter 5, The Conan Soldier ends. Is there more? Is there more? 2 months have passed. The occasional cool breeze signals that summer is almost over. I've spent my time putting the case of the mark to rest as best as I can. I put Saya to rest by burying the rabbit, and I contacted the surviving mark bearers. Oh. Oh. Putting the Buddha statues in places of honor was also one of those tasks. They weren't connected to the mark after all, but I couldn't just leave them there. Plus, there was no way Christie'd keep quiet about the statues. So with her guidance and Yasuoka, Daimon, and Banshee's help, I carried the broken statues out of the shelter and returned them to 8 Shrine. I'm glad there's post stuff, because there's a lot of holes. I don't think Saya's savable, because the game starts with us finding her dead. And there's no, like, scream or anything like that. Like, she's... Well, I mean, I think there is a scream when we come inside. But, like, it's literally when we walk through the front door. And there isn't really any decisions at that stage. So I don't think there's a way to save her. By now, my memory has completely returned. Plus, I don't think the game could have continued if she wasn't a rabbit. And when the rabbit dies, we're completely off base. We never have choices with the rabbit outside of following the rabbit, which we did every time. I still can't think of myself as Masamune Kujo. My memories of my past feel more like I'm reading someone else's biography. Legally, I am Masamune. I inherited Kujo Mansion. I'm not sure how to feel about it, but I think I'll consider it a way to pay Saya back for saving me. About Masamune Kujo, he became head of the Kujos 7 years ago. Scholarly inclined and introverted, he wasn't the type to be very social. He left all public appearances to Saya Kujo, so not many knew what he looked like. The only photos of him are from small local newspapers. Masamune accidentally uncovered Mary in the family's warehouse 5 years ago. The discovery changed his life. I traveled extensively abroad in order to learn more about Mary. In one country, I got into an accident and fell into a coma for half a year. Even worse, the country proceeded to treat me as an unidentified traveler. I don't know if that was merely my terrible luck or if Mary's curse had something to do with it. When I was finally able to contact home, Saya had already become the new head. The rest was as the tape said. I had no idea that Mary's power was far greater than I had imagined. All of my efforts to suppress her power were completely useless. My memories unraveled faster than I thought. How did Mary come to be in the first place? One theory says a doll maker in the 19th century used magic to create her. Another says the spirit of a young girl who died prematurely took up residence in a doll. In the end, it's still a mystery. No one knows what happened to create a doll like that. We only know that each of Mary's owners died tragic deaths. Shortly after the turn of the 20th century, she came to be owned by the head of the Kujos. He either didn't know of the curse or simply didn't believe it. Disasters began befalling the family. Mary gained enough power to become sentient and produce spirits. Then the tragedy in the shelter happened. The seething grudges of the experiment's victims and the Buddha statues, they may have triggered her awakening. Whatever Mary's true identity is, the fact remains she altered many people's fates. Mine and the mark bearers included. Speaking of, an update on the surviving mark bearers. Oh, we're gonna get so many good updates because we saved everyone! I feel like there is more to just the dolls. Like, the concept of them. Because, I don't know, this game has been very intricate about a lot of things, but it follows a lot of classic stories. And there's another game coming out, and a game in the middle, that is, like, loosely related. Kind of. It's hard to explain. So I feel like there's more and we just don't have it yet. I'm really hoping that's what the third game's gonna be about, since we finally come back as this character. But it's only out in Japan right now. We're still waiting on a port. When we get the port, we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it here, and we're gonna be streaming ungodly hours. Moi Watanabe became a part-time writer. Yes, without the middle game, we're playing next. We'll be playing the first part next time because we beat the game today. So next Wednesday we start NG, which is the second title. Moi Watanabe became a part-time writer for her favorite magazine, OOP Arts Monthly. She sometimes comes to Kujo Mansion to interview me about spirits and ghosts. Tsukasa Yoshida is studying every day for middle school exams next year. He bragged in his letter to me about how well he did in the national mock tests. I wonder if that's on purpose, why it's called NG. I don't actually know why it's called NG. Satoru Mashita brought me a drink like he promised. Seems he's thinking about becoming a private detective. He actually asked me if I wanted to join him. Was he serious? I don't know for sure. We should do it. Nagashima Sho is picking fights, riding his bike, and doing whatever he wants as usual. But recently, out of the blue, I heard he joined his neighborhood's baseball team. Aww! Christy Arimura has started writing an essay exposing all of her past affairs. She's trying to get back into the industry. Morimiya Suzu was able to see her father. Lately, she started asking me for advice about how to get her parents to reconcile. I have no idea if I helped at all, but she says sometimes they have meals together now. Nakamatsu Eita has gone back to surfing the BBS every day as usual, but what's new is he's been stopping by the City Employment Center. I guess he wants to get a steady job and be a role model for Suzu. Best of luck to him. Ouch. A day doesn't go by that I don't see Kashiwagi Ai on TV as part of Love and Hero. She sent a ticket like she promised, but I need to drum up some courage to go to a concert for teens. Alone. At my age. Yasuoka Toako is still working as a fortune teller in Ginza. Apparently, she believes I have spiritual powers or something. She keeps sending customers with spirit problems to the mansion. I really wish she'd stop. Hiro spends her days working as a researcher while also visiting the shelter. Her and Banshee squabble a lot, but I wish she'd stop complaining to me about it. Shuji Daimon seems to be doing better now, like a weight's been lifted off his chest. He's in the process of convincing officials to publicize the shelter and build a memorial for it. Banshee Ito has returned to his beloved underground shelter. He stops by the mansion, sometimes filling the place with his scent. Of course, he comes to beg me for food. I think Hiro and I are probably in my top list with Mashita for sure. Mashita. Now then. I finished my break and I returned to the workbench in the corner of the room. What? Over the past 2 months, Mary has managed to repair herself. Huh? Her power hasn't completely come back yet, but she's still extremely frightening. The Nenji Butsu alone won't be enough to continue sealing her powers in the years to come. I must prepare extra spiritual measures. It's taken a long time to get those ready, but today I've finally finished. Okay, Reaper, I'll look it up. Once everything is complete, I replace the Nenji Butsu inside Mary. Finally, it's over. I pick Mary up and I put her in a wood box. 5 years. This all started when I opened the lid of this box. Mary stares up at me from the depths of the box. I have no idea if she's aware of what's happening right now, but there's no doubt she'll regain her powers when the Nenji Butsu wears out decades from now. I'm determined to find a way to destroy this cursed doll before that happens. Until that day, you need to stay asleep, Mary. And we have done it! Man, I fucking love Deathmark. I fucking love it. It's just the right amount of classic. It's just the right amount of classic. Why is it not showing up on OBS? There's a credit scene playing. Why is it not showing up on OBS? Why is it OBS? Why? Why did you just randomly decide not to? We literally... OBS? What is going on here? What about if I use this one? Is that gonna work? No, chat's just not allowed to see the credits? My other game captures are breaking too. Everything's breaking. I don't... What about a window capture? Okay, that's working. Will it move? This might not move though. This might not move though. What is going on? Okay, let's see. Does it move? Okay, we figured out a workaround. That was weird. That was so weird. You guys had the title, and then it just stopped. It was just like, no more for you. You're not allowed. Alright guys, so what did you think? You guys have now sat through, outside of, there seems to be only one person in this chat that is familiar, Reaper. Reaper seems to be the only person that is familiar with Deathmark. Everyone else here, this was like the first experience for all of you. So what are your thoughts on Deathmark? Yeah, Mary's not gone. You loved it? You loved it? It's good, right? These are I love horror games like this. I love stuff that is so extremely story-centric, and it has such a unique style, too. Like, the way the boss fights work. Chef's kiss. I love it. Now, it's weird, as a VTuber now, seeing those boss fights and being like... It kind of just looks like old-fashioned live 2D. But it's awesome. It's awesome! Is it gonna bring us back? Gallery has been added. Data's being saved. Oh? Post-game content? Or is... What's happening? And now, a lot of time has passed. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Uh-huh. The muted chirping of insects gently drift along a breeze that enters the mansion. It's cool enough to sleep through the night again. It's nearly autumn after all. I stare out the window at the unchanging scenery without really seeing it. Clouds in the distance rumble with thunder. As if on cue, a chill wind brushes up against the window pane. Oh my god, yeah. Rain again, huh? I comment because otherwise it feels like I'm in a dream, as if a stranger is speaking. I stare at the leaden sky, even though I'm resting in a chair, I feel like I'm somewhere far away. When I shift, I see out of the corner of my eye the stack of books piled on the desk. Some were pretty difficult to get my hands on, but I don't feel like reading them anymore. I could read all of them and none will give me any type of clue. That's all I've learned after all this time wasted. The longer I try, the further away it gets. That thing sleeping in the wooden box. I know, Dai, we're just about done. I head downstairs to make myself some coffee. That's the stuff. There's a sudden knock at the door. The hollow sound doesn't bring back good memories. It used to signal the arrival of new mark bearers to the mansion. But that's in the past now. I swing the door open. Standing in front of me is...
Konnichiwa.
Moe Watanabe. Is now a good time, mister? Oh, if it isn't, just tell me and I'll leave you alone. Yeah, it's fine. Moe flashes a carefree smile and steps inside with a pep in her step. Just her presence makes this place feel less gloomy. With a start, I realize that Moe isn't my only visitor. What is happening right now? I'm sorry for coming without contacting you. Tsukasa, this is rare. Why are you here? It'd been a while since we'd met up, so we talked about what happened. And obviously the topic came to you, so I told him that I visit you a lot and that he should come with me. No big deal, right? I was just getting bored. Of course, I don't mind, I was just getting bored. Yeah, I figured as much. You seem like the type with time on your hands. Is that an insult? I haven't seen them both together since the mark. Moe's come by sometimes for interviews, like Interviews and the like, my apologies. Moe's come by sometimes for interviews and the like for a cult magazine. But this is the first time I've seen Tsukasa Yoshida since then. I wasn't really concerned over him, but I'll admit I'm relieved to see he's alright. I'm glad to see you're well. Have you gotten the chance to relax? I have. But aren't you busy with entrance exams? Do you have time to waste doing this? Breaks are important. As an adult, you should understand that. Yeah, you're right. I glance over to see Moe staring at me. What is it? It's just, I'm working hard at my job too. You don't have anything to say? Oh, damn! Oh god, it's only natural to work hard? Oh, I know you are! What an asshole, don't catch a cold. I can't think of anything appropriate, so, don't catch a cold. What? It's obviously you're clueless, don't force yourself. Not that I'll gain anything from having you praise me. But no way am I a match for Tsukasa, he works crazy hard. He was the first in the recent mock tests. That's only natural. After all, I have a goal. You do? I've never heard him mention it. Or maybe I should say I never expected him to say he has a goal. Do you have something you're trying to accomplish? My parents were lawyers, so I was thinking of entering the juridical profession, but was thinking, huh? Has he changed his mind then? This is really heavy stuff for a kid. Well, that's a cool dream. Jurassic, so you like dinosaurs? No, that's not... Moe? Tsukasa's glare is full of contempt. Not Jurassic, juridical as in working and dealing with the law. Are you really in high school, Moe? Oh. Oof. I've never been at a loss for words before, but I am now. To be honest now, I'm not sure. If possible, I'd like to ask you for your opinion, mister. Is that alright? I don't mind, but I'm kind of surprised. Who'd think Tsukasa would ask me for advice? That incident I was wrapped up in started it. Now I know there are so many incomprehensible things in the world. I'm considering going into science in order to elucidate? Okay, that's a big word. I don't know. What's elucidate mean? But my parents, I feel that it would be difficult to tell them. Oh, I see. That's what's going on. It's a serious predicament. You don't seem like someone who has much in the way of work experience, but what do you think I should do? You're a kid. You're a kid. And you have time. It means to uncover. Cool, thank you guys. Fuck it, just tell him. Tell them. Trust your family, tell him. It's difficult to say. If he's given the idea serious thought, then it'd be better for him to tell his parents. Parents only want their kids to be happy. They'll support him if that's what he truly wants. So that's what I tell him, and hopefully they're good parents. Fingers crossed. I hope my parents think the same way as you. Yeah, be child. It is okay to be child. Just to be babu. Thank you very much. I feel a bit better now. I have no idea if my advice was really helpful or not, but Tsukasa bows politely to me. Great, you good now? Your future's bright unlike this old guy here, so don't worry so much. That's not true. I'm sure he also has a bright... They both look at me. Nope, can't picture it. Wow! Ouch! But that's what makes him approachable, so he's good to vent to, at least. But there definitely are things that only he can do. Honestly, I can't think of any myself. I can make a good pot of coffee, but that's not really what they're talking about. I mean, there's that doll. Tsukasa falls silent. It seems my expression gave me away. Have you not made much progress? Nothing I can share at the moment. I've researched everything I can. Mary's true identity is elusive as smoke. I still haven't managed to find clues. So I'm taking a bit of a break right now. I'm glossing over it. But to be honest, any sort of tension has vanished. My rest hasn't relaxed me. It's more like I'm a balloon that's lost all its air. If I was risking my life and facing death every day, it might be different, but right now, my determination to move forward that I had back then is gone. I'm sorry, I had no idea. Then it might be best for you to rest and relax a bit. How about a trip to improve your mood? You might get a good idea. I'm about to reply to that when... my door goes again. There's another knock at the door. I don't remember any of this. You said there was... Reaper, you said there was a DLC chapter? Would it have come automatically with the Steam version of the game? Because I mean, this was gifted to me. And when I played it, it was back on PS4. And that was a long time ago. Yes, who is it? Moe calls out playfully like she lives here and skips over to answer the door. Yasuoka? Mashita? The brusque voice belongs to... Our boy! Our boy's back! Yeah! The ex-detective Satoru Mashita. What's all this? When did you start at daycare? Oh, I've missed you. Huh? Mr. Machida, why are you here? Did you come to see us? Moi's clearly excited, but Tsukasa is collected as he bows politely. I'm in your debt for your help back then. Still, I'm surprised. I didn't think we'd be able to meet here. Machida gives an annoyed shake of his head. I'm the one asking why you're here. I can speak English, hi. Damn, we're going in circles now. Don't lie, I know you're happy to see us. You're always hiding your feelings. Oh, but what a huge coincidence. We got everyone from the Hanahiko case back together again. This is totally destiny. I feel conflicted seeing her innocent smile. If everyone's happy after such a horrific event, then maybe it'll fade quickly to memory? Everyone, huh? In that case, one being is missing. As he mutters, he glances at a spot in the room. It would be the best to change the subject. So, why are you here? I have something to ask you first. He answers me with a question, like usual. Steps, you told the fortune teller about my office, didn't you? Hee, oopsie. Ha ha! Does he mean Yasuoka Toko? Yeah, it might have come up while I was talking to her about Mary. Why'd you have to go and do that? Now I'm drowning under investigation requests. Wait, does that mean... Are you a private eye, Mr. Mashita? Moi butts in, her eyes shining. She's not timid, I'll grant you that. Wow, I guess you'd be pretty good at that. Oh, if you get an interesting job, bring me along with you. Even Mashita can only blink at her innocence. And this is exactly why it's annoying. Still, when I think about it, Mashita's complaints don't make much sense. How could he be disadvantaged by my sharing his info with Yasuoka, who's incredibly famous? He himself said he was drowning under requests. I only told her about your office, what's wrong with that? Getting job requests is good, isn't it? What detective hates too many requests? Plus, he only just started. If he's insanely talented, there's no way he'd already be overwhelmed. It depends on what the request is about. The one I just got is the worst. Did he just hesitate? Mashita? It's your fault that this happened, so Steps. Yes? I'm going to have you help me. Oh my god. This is chapter 6. This is a hidden chapter I didn't know about. Dai, this is new content with the boy. Help you? We're gonna have to do this tomorrow though. Once they give me a place to save. Not tomorrow. We're gonna have to do this next Wednesday. So next Wednesday will be hidden chapter 6. And then we'll do... The game will automatically continue to chapter 6 when the player achieves the true ending after the end credits. I never got the true ending before. So this is new. This is all new. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to do this on Wednesday though, because I have to do like life stuff, and then we have the ASMR stream tonight at 10. So we will have one more Deathmark stream next Wednesday as soon as they let me save. Wait a minute, what are we talking about here? Can't you guess based on the context? I believe he's telling you he wants your help with a detective job. Oh, I'm in. Oh, I'm so in. Well, I can't really picture him working as a private eye though. Now, if he were to investigate a supernatural phenomenon, that would be Wait, don't tell me. This worst request ever that you got. We all hold our breath as we stare at Mashita. Exactly. A spirit might be involved. It's a good opportunity. This is what I heard from the old fortune teller. Guys! Oh my god! Don't mind me casually screenshotting out of excitement. This way I can also get a very high quality profile or photo for the thumbnail. Don't mind me. No, this is totally for real, I swear. I think I saw something real bad on that Love Hotel street the other day. You heard about the Red Riding Hood girl? A Love Hotel. Oh boy. The rumor about people disappearing and entering the Love Hotel in K-City? On rainy days, the girl stands by the road like she's trying to get customers. Anyone who goes into the hotel with her ends up missing. And here's the kicker. Eventually they're found, but their heads are so messed up they can't even remember their names. Some end up dying in the hospital and others jump in front of trains. I'd totally forget when I was walking around at night last time it rained. And there was a girl in a red raincoat there, so I thought I'd chat her up. But when I got close to her, she suddenly started whispering to me. I got real creeped out, so I bolted. No, I'm seriously glad she didn't follow me. Thinking back on it, something was odd. It wasn't raining that hard, but she was the only one who was soaked from head to toe. Later, I realized that raincoat was probably soaked with blood. There's a joke here somewhere, but it would be bad taste. Yeah, no, So, I'm gonna bring attention to something before we get to next week's stream. They're definitely going with the love hotel girl going after men trope. However, in the screenshot I took, it sure looked like a school uniform. And I just want to say now, any comments about that, we're gonna enjoy the game, but we're not going to make comments about that, alright? Let's just line, okay? Horror game will have all kinds of untasteful things in it. This is untasteful in an area that isn't typically horror, but is something I don't want us really heavily discussing. So, especially since, I won't lie, sometimes I've noticed in Eastern games, they don't seem as oofka about it as we do on the Western end, and we're just gonna enjoy the game for what it is. I just don't want commentary on that, yeah? Are we good? We Gucci? Because I know where this is gonna go and it's gonna turn into a huge thing. So there's gonna be bonks specifically in that area. Just warning you guys now. Alright, cool. Because that's gonna be testy area, especially for YouTube. So, I don't know how far it's gonna go because I've never seen this before. I don't know how far they're gonna push that. I would say anything in the like heavy sex area. Just let's not bring too much attention to it outside of what it directly says. Yeah? Yeah? Anytime content deals with sex workers, especially if there are things to make us believe other problems, let's just not... Yeah, cool. As long as we're all on the same page about that, yeah. Alright, okay, that's all I was told. I'm sorry, but I must say that sounds like a simple ghost story. The rainy shopping district and the red raincoat, rather suspicious. Anyways, yeah. Mashta ignores Tsukasa looking straight at me instead. It's enough to make me concerned. I'll leave the rest to you, Steps. You're coming with me! I'm bogged down with my other cases. I don't have time to spare. It's your fault that this old lady brought this to me. But Mashita! You're the boy! So you need to take responsibility. Responsibility?! Come on, you can help him out a little. I'll help too. The editorial department might have some info on a case like this. And your investigations need an assistant, right? Did you learn nothing, Miss Moe? Isn't this what put you in danger last time? Last time? Those words draw my eyes immediately to a certain spot. We got another chapter. We got another chapter. Ah! She's not here anymore. The same thing won't happen. It can't, but somewhere deep in my heart, I'm anxious. Don't work yourself up. It's more likely that this is just a lie. A bunch of it sounds like it was made up. That's why it's such a pain to have an absurd request like this brought to me. Mashita's right. It's highly likely the whole story was made up. Yeah, that is my gun emote. Isn't it great? If I had to point out anything concerning about it, it's pretty detailed for just a rumor, and it leaves the same kind of impression as rumors of real spirits. Angel no, that's what we call it. No. I see your DMs, honey. It's better to be safe than sorry, but if it does end up true, then we need to act now, yeah? I'll do it. Yeah. I hoped you'd say that. We better get No, I'm going alone. What? No way, that's not fair. I knew she'd complain, but I can't put her in harm's way. Listen, Moe, I need you to search for info. I've got no way to research these rumors, but you have access to a lot more than me. Use your position to gather information. Dai, wait, Dai, if you're still in the chat, Dai, this is a hidden chapter in the game we never saw. We never saw this. This is entirely new. You don't get this unless you save everyone. If you're actively still here. Are you? Yeah, I didn't remember it very well either, but now that I've replayed it, obviously it's way fresher. But we got the normal ending. If you get the true ending, a whole additional chapter is there. There's a whole 6th chapter. Die. A whole 6th chapter that we never saw. I'm so hyped. I'm like, waiting until next Wednesday is going to be very hard because I'm literally shaking in my chair. I really hate sitting out and watching you do everything. But if that's how I can help best, then that's what I'll do this time. If you find anything out, though, tell me, okay? I promise. It's settled. Mashita takes out a notebook, rips out a page, and hands it to me. The address of the hotel, Masquerade. It's abandoned now, though. Meet there at 8 tomorrow night. 8 p.m.? I have to go at a specific time? The client set the time. The old lady said she'd call in help, so it's probably a scheduling thing. I don't have to handle this alone, then. Plus, this is Yasuoka. I'm sure she has some kind of plan in mind. Well then, I need to get to my other cases. Mashita turns on his heel and vanishes out the front door. But he's just as suddenly back. What's wrong? Weren't you leaving? Nothing, just realized it's a little late for kids to be wandering around outside. Mashita calls out to the other two. Hey, you two, I'll drive you back, so hurry up and get in the car. Oh, is that okay? Then I'll take you up on that. I agree, it is pretty late. Sorry to trouble you. Well then, mister, we'll be going. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. The rhythmic ticking of the grandfather clock echoes through the hall. How long has it been since those three went home? I sit and mull over what Mashita told me. I have a bad feeling about this. It's perfectly reasonable to believe it's just rumors, a normal case even. But the more I think about it, the more I'm doubting it. I avert my eyes from the sofa. I silently ask its absent master a question. But of course, there's no way she'd reply. The next evening... God, I'm so hyper. I get ready and leave my room with heavy steps. The end here has been angel neuron activation, literally. The clock says it's 6 on the dot. It's still early for the meetup time. I guess unconsciously I'm a little impatient. I'm already ready, there's no reason to wait here at the mansion. Yeah, it really does not want me to save. Guess I'll go. I'll just kill time there if I'm early. I'll learn the truth in and out, it'll be quick. I turned the car key and my mood improved somewhat. New info was added to the spirit file, rumors of Red Riding Hood other. Save, 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 save. There we go! Chapter 6. And just like... Oh, it's got a star. Just like before, we're going down and saving on the line because I don't want to miss anything. Alright, so with that, we are going to be closing up for today. There will be a unexpected 6th Death Mark gameplay next Wednesday, 4 p.m. CST. CST? Yes, CST, same as today. It will be the final Deathmark day because we will finish the game and all the extra content no matter what that day. NG will start the following week after that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Angel, we finished the game! You sure about that? Literally, literally, absolutely. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week for that. For those of you who follow me on other platforms, tomorrow's a very big day for me. I am debuting a brand new model, new overlays, new music, on Twitch tomorrow at 4. I really hope to see you guys there. This is a really, really big day for me, and I'm really excited about it. So I really hope I get to see you guys on Twitch. Can I get a link ready? And Reaper, thank God you did. So hyped. Oh, I'm so hyped. Man, it's gonna be hell waiting. It's gonna be hell waiting, but I will. It's twitch.tv/angel_steps. A mod's gonna grab the link, so you can just click the link. You don't even have to have an account to watch. You can watch without an account. You just won't be able to chat. So if you're not the biggest Twitch fan, that is a-okay. I'm not trying to make you like the platform. That's just where this is going to be held. So that's the link. Click it, bookmark it, tab it, I don't care. And I will see you guys very, very, very soon, okay? Mwah! Bye-bye!